Before I continue to talk about that line, they played him 5 straight games on the wing with Bedard. Said, we're going to give him 5 games. No matter what, we're going to give him 5 games. Didn't produce anything. The chemistry that they had last year just wasn't there, so they had to make some adjustments. And unfortunately for him, he's the odd man out here, so he's got to work hard in practice, and when he gets that next opportunity, and who knows when that chance could be, he's got to try and make the most of it. So that goes to the same kind of thing for Lukas Reichel. They're trying to get him into a nice fit here, playing with some younger guys, some more skilled guys, and that's not being disrespectful to Maroon, who's he played a lot with on the 4th line, but it's going to give him an opportunity to skate a little bit more and be more involved in the offensive equation. And I don't think Lukas Reichel is intimidated by playing with older players or more veteran type of players, but I think he'll have some fun with the group that he's there with Doc and Nazar.
And having the last line change as the home team, you can kind of get away with maybe putting Doc, Nazar, and Reichel, knowing that you can shelter some of those minutes away from McDavid and Draisaitl, versus if you were on the road, you know that Edmonton would probably want to make sure that those lines were out there against those young guys as much as possible.
Yeah, and I thought that Sorensen did actually a really nice job in that game against the Avs of getting some matchups out there against McKinnon and Rantanen. And Rantanen had no shots on goal in that game, which is unheard of for him. And, both of those players lost their point streak in the game and then went in the next day in Minnesota and wiped them right off the map. But, when you look at the opportunity for some of these guys in the matchups on home ice, if you look at the Oilers, they got Hyman, Draisaitl, and McDavid playing on one line. Well, I would assume that you're going to try and get Dickinson out there against those guys. Teravainen is a smart player that can skate. Easier said than done to try and shut them down. But to your point, it gives Nazar an opportunity to play up against some of the other guys in the lineup there. But the problem is you see so much of Draisaitl and McDavid like McKinnon and Rantanen. You just can't have a specific matchup, especially up front. But it'll be interesting to see who they want to play against on the defensive side with Martinez back in. Looks like he's playing with Seth Jones. Is that the matchup that you want to have against McDavid and Draisaitl? Probably, even if it is Martinez's first game back after the neck injury that he sustained. So it'll be interesting to see how they match up in this game. We'll try and keep an eye on that.
You mentioned Martinez. He was out for 15 games with that neck injury. Apparently, he had to go to the hospital after getting hit in the neck with the puck because the team doctors had feared that he had hit an important artery. And so it was a little bit of a scary situation for Martinez, which kind of knocked him out for more than maybe we thought he would be out for. But for him to get back into the lineup, play on the top pairing with Seth Jones, what kind of a boost will that give Chicago just to have some more stability and experience back there for the Blackhawks?
That's exactly it. Experience and stability on the back end there. He's played against these guys, these type of players, his whole career when he was with LA, when he was with Vegas. And so he's not going to be intimidated being out there against those guys, but how quickly he gets up to the speed of the game. Not easy to miss that much time and then come right back in and face one of the fastest guys in the world in Connor McDavid, one of the best goal scorers in the world in Leon Draisaitl. Easier said than done, but I think that you can kind of lean on your experience in that situation. And obviously when you're playing with Seth Jones, who plays a lot of minutes, you're going to probably, I would say Martinez is going to be playing probably 22, 23 minutes in this game.
So we just got the lineup sheet. Leon Draisaitl's line is going to start for Edmonton. Connor McDavid is on a different line, and I imagine the Hawks are going to try to put Jason Dickinson on Connor McDavid all night, because I think it was last year's game here in Chicago where Dickinson did a terrific job of limiting McDavid's chances. I think McDavid had a multi-point game in that outing, but like if you look at some of the scoring chances when Dickinson was on the ice with McDavid, it was pretty respectable. And so no surprise that they've kind of separated them and trying to get both of them on different lines, because the Hawks really only have Jason Dickinson as the guy that can be the true shutdown.
Yeah, and that kind of goes back to what the Blackhawks had for so many years there. It's like, do you put Kane and Taves on the same line, or do you split them up and make them try and make some decisions on how you defend it? So the Oilers have been able to do that. And Oblak, I think, has done an excellent job as the head coach of the Oilers in looking at those opportunities and deciding, do we load them up? And they'll play together a lot in this game tonight. I mean, just because they're not starting on the same line, they're going to play a lot together in this game. And if they're behind, they load them up like Quenneville did with Kane and Taves. So you've got that weapon to load that top line up when necessary. So it'll be a good challenge for everybody, because Draisaitl on his own is a great player, and so is McDavid.
Last time the Hawks played Edmonton, they scored 3 power play goals in that win. So the Hawks have had only 2 power plays over their last 3 games. Hopefully they can draw some penalties tonight and be able to capitalize on it, because you have to.
We talked about this yesterday. They need to have the puck to draw penalties. And when you're chasing the score and chasing the game like they were last night in Detroit, you're not going to draw a lot of penalties. And even the game in Colorado was an even up game. But, you didn't do enough offensively driving through the middle of the ice to try and create those, hookings, the holdings, those type of things. And certainly didn't deserve a whole lot of recognition from the referees last night as far as trying to draw penalties, because they never had the puck.
All right. Should be a really good crowd tonight. I've from what I've been told, should be a sellout crowd for Chicago. So.
Well, it should be. I mean, you got, 2 of the most dynamic players in the world playing on the Edmonton Oilers. And, if you think of it, Connor McDavid, this is his 10th season in the NHL. So not that his window is closing, but, he's anxious. He wants that chance to win another Stanley Cup. They got so close last year, so hard to get to that point again. But, this is a great matchup on a Saturday night. I'm looking forward to it.
All right, we got some Blackhawks hockey coming up. Troy Murray's going to have the call with John Weideman next. That's going to do it for the FanDuel Sportsbook Chicago Blackhawks pregame show. You're listening to Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago. WGN.
What do the Blackhawks and United Airlines have in common? The next generation has arrived, and the future looks bright. New planes are joining the United Airlines fleet every week, decked out with Bluetooth connectivity, screens and power at every seat, and bigger overhead bins to fit everyone's carry-on. Book your next trip on the United app or United.com today. United Airlines, proud to be the official airline of the Chicago Blackhawks. As the NHL regular season continues, there's no better time to put your game predictions to the test on FanDuel. Because right now, new customers who bet $5 get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed. With FanDuel, you can bet on everything from goal scorers, assists, points, saves, and so much more. Turn your next hockey hunch into a big win on FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook and official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks. 21 or older, present Illinois. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey there, Chicagoans. Brrr. It's getting frosty. But guess what? The cold winter months won't stop us. This is Jeff from JeffBuysYourHouse.com, where for nearly 20 years, our trusted, proven, and professional team has been simplifying the home selling process in Chicagoland. Here's the deal. You are in control. Pick the closing date that works best for you in your specific situation. No need to worry about repairs or any clean out. We will buy your house as is, saving you frustration, time, and money. That's right, a fair cash offer within 24 hours, and we actually buy your house. No funny business. With our simple process, there are no fees and no commissions. We've got that covered. There are no hidden costs when you partner with us. You can trust our proven, professional, and credible service. Our local, high integrity, and veteran-owned team will go above and beyond to make it stress-free every step of the way. Sound interesting? Sell your house to the trusted source by calling us at 630-552-6603. That's 630-552-6603, or visit jeffbuysyourhouse.com.
Hey, you want to play some hockey?
Welcome to Chicago Blackhawks professional hockey.
Let's play some hockey.
On the Blackhawks Radio Network.
This town is hockey, right?
Is there any other kind?
Nope.
A shot from Suzuki and a split save made by Soderblom. That's the save of the year for Arvid. Taylor Hall and a blast, and he shoots. Pad save. Rebound score! Nick Foligno! Bada boom, bada bang!
Guys, guys, guess what?
Chicago Blackhawks hockey starts now. With the call of the game, here's Troy Murray and John Weideman.
The Chicago Blackhawks get no rest tonight as they host the high-flying Edmonton Oilers, who feature the top player in the game of hockey, Connor McDavid, and the rest of the Oilers, who are back in town looking for easy points. So for the Hawks, they'll need a similar effort to the one they demonstrated up in Edmonton back in October, which turned out to be a 5-2 victory for the Hawks, their first of the year. Hi again, everyone. John Weideman along with Troy Murray and Charlie Romeliotis. We want to welcome you into our broadcast this evening. It's the Blackhawks against the Edmonton Oilers. The Oilers Troy, have been kind of sitting here in Chicago, enjoying the delights of the Windy City, waiting for the Blackhawks to get back from Detroit after the loss last night in the Motor City. And so the Oilers have had the benefit of rest. Some would say that's not always a good thing. You would want to maybe be active and be ready for your opponent. I think they will be anyway. But the Blackhawks have got to muster up some energy early on in this game against the Oilers, who, as we all know, can fill the opposition net, and they can embarrass teams on the way of doing it.
Yeah, you better be ready to start this game. You mentioned the Oilers, they had the day off yesterday, but that's, one day in between. That's actually kind of what you like to have when you're on the road, just an opportunity to get into the other city, get adjusted, and get prepared for the next game. But they're going to be a little bit bitter because they lost to the Pittsburgh Penguins in a game that they felt they weren't quite prepared the way they needed it to be in that game. And for the Blackhawks, they want to rebound from that disappointing effort last night against the Red Wings.
Now, you and Charlie pretty well emptied the tank as far as relevant conversational topics are concerned with regard to this game. But I'm going to throw one onto the pile that maybe you guys didn't think of, and that's the goaltending matchup here tonight. For the Edmonton Oilers, it's going to be Calvin Pickard, who was in goal, faced 20 shots, and allowed 5 goals to the Blackhawks, with 3 of those, as Charlie mentioned, being on the power play in that game in October up in Edmonton. And Arvid Soderblom is going to get his second start against the Oilers, and the first time he played the Oilers, they lit him up for 5 goals too. So you've got 2 goaltenders that not only do they want to get a win for their teams, but maybe there's a little something extra in both of their games.
Well, goaltending matchup is always critical to the outcome of the game. And Soderblom has been playing well. I think he's playing with a lot of confidence right now. He's going to get tested in this game. There's no question about it. And you want to make sure that he gets some good looks early on with defense clearing out the front of the net, boxing out the front of the net, so he gets a good look at some of these shots. And if you're the Blackhawks, like the Edmonton Oilers, you want to put a lot of pressure on Pickard in this game early and often.
Well, no question, the Oilers have some strong lines. Their top 6 are as good as any in the National Hockey League. And you were talking about McDavid between Nugent Hopkins and Zach Hyman. Leon Draisaitl, who leads the NHL in goals with 31. He is between Victor Arvidsson and Vasily Podkolzin, who has been a real pleasant surprise for the Edmonton Oilers. I don't think you could liken him, not at this point in his career, to what Marian Hossa did for the Blackhawks. I don't know that you ever could, but the kid is big and strong, and he brings a presence to that left wing. I know it's a nice surprise for the Oilers, so we'll see how he fares tonight.
Well, Marian Hossa, I wouldn't go anywhere near that.
Okay.
This is just a young kid that's trying to figure it out, but he plays and he competes hard. Where he ends up a few years from now, you don't know, but Edmonton likes him. He's going to play a bigger role than what they thought he would at the beginning of the season. And, we'll keep an eye on how the youngster plays.
See, that's why I tossed it out there to you, because I knew
I could say a lot more, but I'll just leave that alone. You don't want to compare this kid to Marian Hossa.
All right, we'll leave it right there. Let's find out who's going to deliver. Sponsored by Mitsubishi Electric Heating and Air Conditioning. Electric heat pumps for a better environment inside and out. Visit getacomfyhome.com. I'm going to go with Teuvo Teravainen. He had 2 goals last night in Detroit. He had 2 goals against Edmonton in that game back in October. Both of them were on the power play, so I'm going with Teuvo here tonight. Keys for tonight's game, sponsored by your Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealers, and Troy's got your keys.
Thanks, John. The first key is you got to be ready. You got to start this game with a purpose and make sure you continue that throughout the entire time. Defensive structure got really loose in that second period against the Red Wings yesterday. Tighten that up against a team that plays very similar in the offensive zone. And then third key, you got to try and shut down the duo McDavid and Draisaitl.
No mean feat. All right, let's find out who Troy Murray is banking on. Who are you banking on? Sponsored by Marquette Bank. Love where you bank. Celebrating 80 years of neighborhood banking.
Now I'm going to go with Connor Bedard in this one. He's riding a 9-game point streak. Beautiful setup yesterday for the first goal for the Blackhawks that Donato scored. I think he looks forward to these matchups against the best players in the world. So I'm banking on Connor Bedard.
All right, I like it. Well, the stage has been set. The teams are lined up on their respective blue lines. And tonight's presentation of the national anthems is proudly sponsored by Ravinia Plumbing and Heating, a proud partner of Plumbers 911. And I said anthems. That's right, plural. You get both anthems here tonight. Old Canada and the Star Spangled Banner, of course, wonderfully delivered by the best soloist in the business, Mr. Jim Cornelison, standing at ice level with some special guests from our military. He's going to belt out both anthems, and then we'll have hockey, the Blackhawks and the Edmonton Oilers. Hawks fans, please enjoy our anthems.
Oh, Canada, our home and native land, true patriot love in all us command. With glowing hearts we see thee rise, the true north strong and free. From far and wide, oh Canada, we stand on guard for thee. God keep our land glorious and free. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. Oh, Canada, we stand on guard for thee. What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose front bright that bright star through the perilous fight. For the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the gates rang clear of the bursting in air. Came through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, sing of that star-spangled banner yet wave. For the land of the free and the heart of
Just outstanding. Jim Cornelison with both O Canada and the Star Spangled Banner. Scintillating renditions of both. Woo, goosebumps. Well, here are tonight's starting lineups, sponsored by the Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council. Strong alone, unstoppable together. For the Edmonton Oilers, it's going to be Calvin Pickard in goal, 3-5-0 with one shutout in his career against the Blackhawks. At defense are Darnell Nurse and Brett Kulak. Up front from left to right, Vasily Podkolzin starts at left wing. Centering the Oilers' opening line, Leon Draisaitl. And starting at the right wing, Victor Arvidsson. For the Blackhawks, it's Arvid Soderblom in goal. 0-1-0 in his career against Edmonton. At defense, Seth Jones and Alec Martinez. Up front from left to right, Tyler Bertuzzi starts at left wing. Connor Bedard centers the Hawks' opening line. And Ilya Mikheyev will start at the right wing. Our referees this evening are Carter Sandlak and Gislan Hebert. Handling the lines are Derek Nansen and Ryan Daisy. Good Saturday night crowd here at the United Center. Waiting to see this spectacle begin. We had a gentleman on the red carpet next to Jim Cornelison that is just now getting to the Zamboni tunnel. God bless him. The man is, I'm not sure how old he is, but a great American veteran. Thank you very much for your dedicated and courageous service, sir. So down to center ice we go for the opening faceoff. Draisaitl against Bedard. The drop of the puck, and this one's underway, and the Oilers control. At the Edmonton blue line on the left wing side is Darnell Nurse. Passing across the rink, Victor Arvidsson at center ice. Drives it down behind the Hawk net. Seth Jones swings the puck around up the right side. Ilya Mikheyev. He'll now spin it on the left wing, Hawk line. Alec Martinez, he goes rink wide with a pass. Here's Bedard entering the Oilers zone off a pass from Bertuzzi, then lost the puck down behind the net. And Brett Kulak to the puck along the near sideboards in the Edmonton zone. Will spin it over to Nurse. And hit up the left wing, Podkolzin, then back to Nurse. He gave it away inside his line momentarily, but then the Oilers get it back. Hawks go for a line change. Brett Kulak will take the puck and back with it in behind his net and hold it. Connor McDavid on the ice. Here's Kulak with the puck back in the net. Passing at the left wing, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins at center ice. Nugent-Hopkins, a longtime Oiler in his 14th season, dumps the puck into the near corner Hawk zone. Alex Vlasic plays it up the boards for Nick Foligno. Put it back in behind the net. Louis Crevier, he'll hand it on the right wing side. Jason Dickinson will shove the puck to the Oiler blue line. Evan Bouchard caught the puck and backs into his zone. And then passing ahead on the left wing side into the Hawk end where Louis Crevier put a shoulder into Zach Hyman and eliminated him off the puck. And now Vlasic fires the puck to the line. Here's Foligno to it. Skating to center ice. Whips it to Dickinson over the Oiler line. Long wrist shot and a blocker save is made by Pickard. And the Hawks will get a line change. The Oilers get the puck back. Bouchard's got it behind the Edmonton net. Bouchard with a pass up the right wing. And here's Connor Brown to center ice. He's over the Hawk blue line. Sidesteps a hit from Nolan Allen. Dumps the puck to the right wing corner. Former Hawk Matthias Janmark there. Battling with a host of Hawks. Puck comes free behind the net. Adam Henrique for the Oilers. Out to Nurse left point. Long shot blocked in the slot. And then a shot from the left circle by Brown hit the skate of Reichel. Puck pops into the air, and the Hawks' Colton Dock will shovel it out to center ice. Troy Stetcher now for the Oilers. Dumps it down to the right side corner Hawk zone. TJ Brody to get the puck back in the net. He works it around up the far side for Colton Dock. Waves it to the line, no further. Janmark at the left point will spin it back down behind the Hawk net. And into the near corner, TJ Brody picks up the puck. He'll retreat in behind the Hawk net for a moment, allow the Hawks to get a line change.
Corey Perry standing in front of the net, 39 years of age, having a great season through the Edmonton Oilers in the role that he plays.
There's former Oiler first-round pick Taylor Hall, now on the Hawks to center ice. Strokes the puck ahead for Ryan Donato. He had a goal last night down in Detroit. Here's Donato, top of the left circle. Guns one over the net off a deflection. And this will end up in the protective netting and out of play. So we're down to 17-17 left in period number one and no score.
Yeah, how about Ryan Donato in the game last night? Did pick up one of the goals for the Blackhawks, the first one of the game, 7 shots. The rest of the team, 8 total shots. Hopefully that changes here this evening. He's got to have some help. You know, Donato likes to shoot the puck, and why not? I mean, that's why he's got 12 goals on the season.
Now Patrick Maroon, another former Oiler from the right wing corner, spins the puck in front of the net. This deflects through. Ty Emberson into the Hawk zone down the right wing. Fires, hit the post. Puck ricochets out to center ice in front of the benches, and Kulak will wave it across the rink.
Well, that was only a 4-on-1. But Doc's got to make sure that they have some guys on top of the puck, as Sorensen likes to call it.
Louis Crevier to center ice up the left wing. Jams the puck off the left side glass down behind the Oiler net. Oilers get it back. Arvidsson along the right boards to Leon Draisaitl to center ice. Whips it rink wide down the left wing side. Podkolzin will fire, and a blocker save made by Soderblom. Mikheyev to the puck along the left side boards. Hawk zone. Shot the puck across the rink. The Oilers get it back. Draisaitl left wing corner. To Arvidsson now, bottom of the right circle. Tried to jam one in front. Martinez blocked that with the skate. Hawks get the puck back. Seth Jones from the far corner. Passing up the left wing. Connor Bedard at center ice. Crossing the Oiler line. Gave it to Bertuzzi, right point. Spins the puck behind the net around to the left wing side. Mikheyev there. Flipping it back to the corner. Matthias Ekholm tried to one-hand stab the puck up the boards. It ends up back in the corner to Bertuzzi. He rims it around. Jones at the right point. Long shot from there. Blocked by Podkolzin, and Bertuzzi got it to the slot to Bedard. He crosses with it to the right wing board. Bedard, top of the right circle. Fans on a shot. Lost the puck. Draisaitl now at the Oiler blue line. Will spin it ahead. And into the Hawk zone. This deflects onto the stick of Martinez. Quick clearing to center ice. Bouchard took it back for the Oilers to McDavid. Charging into the Hawk zone down the right wing. And Seth Jones reaches around him. And Polk checks the puck off of McDavid's stick. Dickinson the other way. Over the Oiler line. Down the left wing. Stopping along the half boards. Dickinson then lost the puck back at the point. Reaches back and got it. Put it down to the corner. Kulak couldn't clear. Put it right on Dickinson's stick left point. And he fires a wrist shot that goes wide. Trevier at the right point. Sends it down behind the net. Foligno to Dickinson to the slot. Teravainen. City scores! Teuvo Teravainen with his third of the year and his third in 2 games gives the Hawks an early lead. 4:45 into the first period. It's Teuvo time, and it's 1-0 Hawks.
Good play by the Hawks all around here to open up this opportunity. Edmonton doesn't clear the zone, and boy, what a bad mistake by the Oilers to just not get it out of their own end of the ice. Results in favor of the Hawks on that one. Teravainen hanging around the high slot area. Foligno is in behind the net. Dickinson along the boards. The Teuvo Teravainen doesn't find that soft little area. He's not open. Good one-time shot. His 10th of the season. Blackhawks are on the board, and it's time to break out the Bandito. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila. 1-0 Hawks.
Teravainen from Dickinson and Foligno at 4:45. Hawks are off on the right foot. See if they can hang on to this lead. Oilers attack. Janmark into the Hawk zone down the left wing to Stetcher left wing corner. Jams it in front. And a good play there by Vlasic to tie up the stick of Henrique. Reichel breaks the center with the puck. Gave it to Nazar. He's over the Oiler line left point. Stopping in front of Emberson and backhanding the puck down behind the net. Pickard sweeps it around at the near side. Connor Brown for the Oilers will break the center. Moving it to Janmark over the Hawk line, top of the right circle. Sweeps it down to the right wing corner to Connor Brown. Brown up the boards, drops it at the right point. Evan Bouchard to Matthias Ekholm, left point. Strokes it over off the right corner boards. This bounces out to Nazar. He'll clear the puck out to center ice. This will force the Oilers to regroup. Bouchard at the Oiler blue line, handing the puck ahead. Kasperi Kapanen, Hawk blue line, will dump the puck into the near corner. B.J. Brody is able to whip the puck up the left wing side and down, and icing is going to be called. Brody was trying to get that puck ahead to Patrick Maroon, and the pass just sailed over his stick. So we get a whistle stopping play. 14:04 now left in the first. 1-0 Hawks.
Reviews in tonight's game are sponsored by Northwestern Medicine, with more nationally ranked specialties than any other hospital in Illinois by U.S. News and World Report. The teams at Northwestern Medicine offer second opinions for the toughest conditions. Face off to the left-hand side of Soderblom.
From the draw, here's Bouchard firing from the right point. Blocker save made by Soderblom. Maroon pokes the puck off the right boards. Here's Donato to an Oilers zone down the right wing. A backhand shot. Shoulder save made by Pickard. Loose puck now taken in behind the net. Into the near corner. Donato's got it. Sweeps it behind the Oiler net to the right wing corner. Taylor Hall sends it right point. Seth Jones. Jones will flip it down toward the net. Ends up beside in the corner now to Donato. To the line, deep slot to Jones. He'll back up to the right point. Give it a Hall in a deep slot. Moves it to the left point. Alec Martinez. He'll fling the puck down behind the Oiler net. Maroon's got it. Fed it up the slot. Oh, and it's just off the stick of Alec Martinez to center ice. Hawks have to regroup. Martinez with a pass ahead. Ryan Donato, Oiler blue line. Spins the puck off the left sideboards and down. Maroon all over his man in the corner. And then Donato pile drives one of the Oilers. That's Kulak down to the ice. Nurse shoves Maroon over the top of the pile, and the Oilers come out of their end. Derek Ryan to center ice will hand the puck ahead to Darnell Nurse. He'll fling the puck down the left sideboards, in behind the Hawk net up the near side to Kulak. He'll flip it back in behind. Martinez gave it a ride around up the right side. Mikheyev right ahead to center ice. Here is Bedard into the Oilers zone. Had his pocket picked there by Draisaitl, who moves it along the near boards. Kulak then to Arvidsson. To center ice, Podkolzin to Draisaitl over the Hawk blue line, firing for the left circle. That hit the inboards on the side of the net. The Hawks were right back the other way. Bedard to center ice to McCabe over the Oiler line to Bertuzzi, top of the right circle. Floats it in on goal. Stroked out of there by Pickard. Here's a drive from Vlasic from the line. Never got through to the net. And then a good play by McCabe to strip the puck away from Podkolzin. McCabe, a long shot from the line, goes wide. And Bedard, a follow-up shot from below the goal line, turned out of there by Calvin Pickard. Loose puck behind the net, Bertuzzi flings it out in front, picked off by the Oilers. Draisaitl back the other way for Edmonton. Put it over the Hawk blue line, Arvidsson down the right wing side. Arvidsson stopping along the half boards, put it back to the line. Bouchard pounds a shot, pat save made by Arvid Soderblom. And McCabe will lift the puck through the air down into the Oilers zone. The teams will now make wholesale line change.
Well, a good start for the Hawks in this one. Their structure in the D zone is pretty good. Oilers only 2 shots on goal, and they've created some opportunities off a good forecheck.
Martinez got to the puck, far corner Hawk zone, head to Foligno. Outlets now to Teravainen at center ice, but Bouchard poke-checked it away. Zach Hyman into the Hawk zone, right point. Hit by Martinez. He pokes the puck down behind the net. Soderblom will wave it around at the left wing side, glass. Teravainen there, shot it across the rink, but Matthias Ekholm slaps it back into the Hawk zone. Here's Martinez in front of the net, backhands the puck to the far boards. There to get it, Nugent Hopkins. Put the puck in behind the Hawk net. Connor McDavid and Nugent Hopkins left circle. He shoots on a blocker save made by Soderblom. Good chance there for the Oilers. In the left wing corner, the puck pops out right onto the stick of Nick Foligno, and he'll skate the center ice with it and waves it along the right boards into the Oilers zone. The Hawks will go for a line change as Bouchard's got the puck behind the Edmonton net.
Yeah, just smart play there by Foligno. It's the end of your shift. Get it in deep, get a line change, get some structure in the neutral zone. Nazar's line out on the ice.
Bouchard flinging the puck down in beside the Hawk net. Soderblom whips it around at the left wing side. Nazar to Colton Dach coming by. Over the Oiler line on the left wing. He sent it down in behind the net. Pickard drops it in the near corner to Emberson. He'll pass up the right side at center ice to Henrique, then to Connor Brown, who turned the puck over Hawk blue line to Frank Nazar. The other way come the Hawks. Lucas Reichel into the Oilers zone at the right point. Stops, backhands it down to the corner. Colton Dach collides there with Emberson. Colton Dach tried to get to the puck along the far boards. He was held up, no penalty called. The Oilers get the puck back. Emberson passing up the right side to Brown. Oiler line to Troy Stetcher coming along. Stetcher over the center ice circle and over the Hawk blue line. Whips it along the right boards to Brown. He'll spin the puck in behind the Hawk net. Patrick Maroon will go and get it in the corner, along with T.J. Brody. Todd Colson of the Oilers battling for possession as well. The puck comes out right to Kulak to Nurse. He'll fire from the right point. Blocked out high by Hall. Hall will lead the rush for the Hawks into the Oilers zone. Hall to the right wing side. Backhands it in on goal. And a stick save made by Pickard. Draisaitl far corner in the Oilers zone. Taylor Hall's stick broke in that process. And here's Draisaitl carried to center ice. Hall grabs a new piece of composite as Draisaitl flings the puck off the glass deep into the Hawk zone. Vlasic in the near corner. Sidesteps a hit from Podkolzin. Put the puck behind the net. Crevier clearing it around the right side to Maroon. To Donato coming by to center ice. Donato, the Oiler blue line. He saw Taylor Hall cut in front of him over the line and then carried the puck into the Edmonton zone. Hawks are offside. 1-0 Hawks with 9:20 left in period number 1. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Got an older wreck car taking up space in your driveway or garage? Get cash in a flash from Global Auto Recycling and Repair. They'll take that unwanted car off your hands today. Family owned and operated, Global Auto has been serving Chicagoland for over 60 years, and they'll give you cash in a flash to take away that old junk car, even if it's no longer running. Call 847-608-4700 for Global Auto Recycling and Repair and get cash in a flash.
Sunday morning. You can smell it. Game day. And the brisket you've been smoking since last night. A day to be with family, aka fellow football fans. Traditions make Sundays easy to enjoy. Beers do too. Bud Light. Easy to Sunday, easy to enjoy. Bud Light is the official beer sponsor of the NFL. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Do you have a plumbing emergency? Call Four Seasons. An electrical emergency? Call Four Seasons. A heating or cooling emergency? Call Four Seasons. Same-day hot water tank installation needed? Call Four Seasons. Need a whole home generator? Call Four Seasons. We guarantee same-day installation on all heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs, and no extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Connor Bedard. Let's get back to John and Troy on 720 WGN.
Much appreciated, Connor Bedard. Appreciate that. For every Blackhawks goal, Marquette Bank is donating $80 to a local charity to celebrate 80 years of neighborhood banking and giving back to the community. Faceoff is in the neutral zone. Hawks are up 1-0. If you're just tuning in, Teravainen's 10th of the season. Just under 5 minutes into the first period. In the neutral zone, it'll be the Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric Face-Off. For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Oilers control this face-off. Bouchard swings the puck ahead. Nugent Hopkins into the Hawk zone. Got it to McDavid, left wing corner. Side steps a check once and then twice, but turns away to the half board. Sets up Bouchard, high slot. The Nugent Hopkins, top of the right circle, leaving it there for Ekholm. He'll spin it down the boards to McDavid, left wing corner. David tried to feed it through for Nugent Hopkins. The puck bounces around, and Teravainen will lift it out to center ice. Oilers have to regroup. McDavid back into the Hawk zone, left wing side, drops it off. Nugent Hopkins rifles a shot in on goal, and Soderblom down with a butterfly save will hold it.
Hawks did a nice job right there of keeping Connor McDavid down the left wing boards and not getting into the middle of the ice. Big Crevier used his reach and just kept Connor McDavid on the outside there, and that's exactly what you want to do. You don't want to go right at him, because if you go right at him, he's going to turn you inside out. So give yourself a little bit of an opportunity. Give yourself a little bit of gray area there. Use your reach. Close the gap as quick as possible, but don't attack him, because if you do that, he's going to go right around you.
Yeah. That could make you feel kind of foolish.
He's done that to many players. And I remember that feeling back in the day as well from another guy that used to play on the Oilers.
Yeah. I think he wore, what was it, 99? Yeah, I think so. That guy, yeah. Henrique over the center ice circle to a loose puck. Will chop it into the left wing corner in the Hawk zone. Nolan Allen plays it back into that corner to Brody. Brody then had the puck and lost it. Here's Hyman walking it through the crease, and he lost the puck as he tried to fire. Janmark from the slot fires. Turned out of there by Soderblom. You have Hyman at the top of the crease. Janmark again. Dropping it down. This is Connor Brown on the right wing corner. Spins it around, out to the left point. Long shot from Nurse. Blockered away by Arvid Soderblom. Allen poke checks it away in the far corner now to Brody. Passing up the right side, Bertuzzi at center ice. Put it across Nolan Allen. Left wing of center ice, and he'll fling the puck down the glass deep into the Oilers zone. This circles and then it ends up on Nurse's stick. He'll flip it back in behind the Oiler net to Stetcher, who sent it back around to Nurse, who then shot it up into the benches. So we get a whistle, stopping play. We have 7:50 left in period number one. It's the Hawks 1 and the Oilers no score. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
This is Alec Martinez, and you're listening to John and Troy on 720 WGN.
Hi, it's Lou Manfredini. Chicago's weather changes as often as line changes in a hockey game. Beat Chicago's weather extremes with new fiberglass windows from the Gilkey Window Company. Gilkey is Chicago's only family-owned, direct-to-consumer manufacturer who make, in my opinion, the best fiberglass windows and patio doors, independently verified as one of the most energy-efficient windows in America. For beautiful windows ready for any weather, choose fiberglass or choose vinyl. Just be sure to choose Gilkey. Go to Gilkey.com.
At Hyundai, we make a big deal about the little things, like the little fact that 9 Hyundai vehicles have earned IIHS top safety picks this year, and offering a little thing called America's Best Warranty, because delivering safety and quality, pretty big deal. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey.
Lease the Tucson for $249 a month, or get $1,250 bonus cash. See your local Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealer today. Offers end February 3rd. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Ready for a win? Well, it's your year. At Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee, you can win over $2,000 in free play every month, all year long. Just play your favorite games and you might take the stage in the It's Your Year game show. 25 winners each Thursday. There's $300,000 in cash and prizes up for grabs this January. Yeah, we think it's your year. More info at paysbig.com. Must be 21 years old to play.
Hey, Chris Chelios here. It's time to break out the Bandito. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. So smooth, it's criminal. Break out the Bandito, baby.
All of tonight's Blackhawks insurance goals are sponsored by GetCoveredIllinois.gov. Your health coverage starts here. Hawks up 1-0. Shots on goal 5 apiece. Face off in the Oilers zone.
This is to the left of Pickard. The Oilers get control of the puck. Podkolzin to center ice and across the Hawk line on the left wing. Hits the trailer. Emerson down the slot with a backhand. Turned out of there by Soderblom. And then Arvidsson tried to jam it past Soderblom on the near side, but Arvid had the puck pinned to the ice next to the near post and now having a conversation with one of the game referees. Not sure what that's about.
Arvid Soderblom, Victor Arvidsson. Tongue twister there for you. I knew what you meant.
Yeah, it was one of those guys. Anyway. Face-off circle to the left of Arvid Soderblom. And Donato wins it cleanly to Martinez back in the net. Whips it around up the right wing boards to Bedard. To Seth Jones coming by. Hawks defense activated here tonight. Jones into the Oilers zone. Dumps it down the boards. We get a late whistle. What do we have?
Offside.
I thought we might get a penalty for too many men on the ice, but no. It's going to be offside, as you said. Face-off comes out of the Oilers zone to center ice.
It'd be nice to see the Blackhawks get a power play opportunity in this game. Only 2 in the last 3 games. None in the game last night against Detroit. When the game was kind of on the line, it was a close game for 2 periods. You get that one opportunity on the power play, that could make the difference, but they didn't do enough to draw any penalties in that game.
It's true. Draw one by the Hawks. Martinez slings the puck down the left side glass into the Oilers zone where Maroon now meets in the corner. Kulak. Kulak sticks the puck behind his net. Round to Emberson. And an outlet here to Kulak at center ice. Turns the puck over at the Hawk blue line. Draisaitl took it back to Arvidsson over the Hawk line down the right wing. Drops it in the slot. Kulak fires. And Soderblom down with a butterfly save. Maroon grabs the rebound. Passes up the right side. Here's Taylor Hall into the Oilers zone. Stopping at the right point. He turned and lost the handle of the puck, and the Oilers will take it back. Leon Draisaitl with 31 goals to lead the NHL into the Hawk zone. Gave it to Corey Perry. He fires from the right circle. Blocker save made by Soderblom. Back home to the puck left wing corner. Turning, lost the puck to Taylor Hall. Batted up the boards to Maroon to Ryan Donato at center ice to Hall. Coming in over the Oiler line, drops it off Donato, right circle. Ekholm reaching in with a sweeping poke check, knocked it away to Derek Ryan. He'll clear to center ice, and the Hawks get it back at their blue line. Louis Crevier, put it over to Alex Vlasic. He'll carry out the center ice on the left wing, strokes it down the boards behind the Oiler net, into the far corner. Bertuzzi took the puck away from Matthias Ekholm. Bertuzzi in the right circle, tough angle shot, deflects wide. Bertuzzi got the puck back along the right wing half board, sent it down to Ilya Mikheyev back in the net, the Connor Bedard left wing corner. Leaving it for Mikheyev. Here's Mikheyev now along the left wing half boards. Bank pass left point to Vlasic, down to Bedard along the left wing boards. Ryan reaching in, poke checked it away, but Vlasic recovers left wing corner. He sent it behind the Oiler net to the right wing corner. Mikheyev tried to drop it behind the net. Kept in by Crevier, now right point. Long shot from there and a blocker save made by Pickard. The other way, Derek Ryan through center ice and across the Hawk line to the left wing circle. Puck poke checked away by Crevier. Martinez took the puck back behind the Hawk net to Crevier far corner. Then a pass up the right wing side. Mikheyev, Hawk line. Head to Bertuzzi, center ice. He'll sling it down the left side boards and in behind the Oiler net. The Hawks will go for a line change as the Oilers get the puck back. Darnell Nurse behind his net with a pass out to center ice for Nugent Hopkins. Sticks it down into the Hawk zone. You heard that whistle cut the air. Icing's going to be called. Here are the Oilers. 1-0 Hawks.
Well, if you're the Blackhawks, you just got to make sure that you're paying attention to the Oilers defenseman. A guy like Bouchard is going to jump up in the play all the time. Very offensive-minded defenseman, and you got to keep your feet moving. This Oilers team really likes to attack, and they don't sit back. They're not messing around. They head north and south as quick as any team in the NHL.
Now the draw to the right of Pickard. Connor McDavid in to take this face off against the Hawks, Jason Dickinson. And Dickinson wins the draw. Foligno put it back to the left point, Jones. He'll stick the puck down behind the Oiler net. Dickinson handling it there to Foligno. Spin it back in behind around to Martinez, leaving at the right point, Teravainen. He sends it toward the net, comes out to Foligno, shoots, he scores! Bada boom, bada bang! Foligno played it off the inboards and beat Pickard on the short shot, and the shot It's now 2-0 in favor of the Hawks. The goal at 15:01 of period number 1.
They won the face-off. Seth Jones gets it down deep. Now you go to work, and you got your forecheck going on. Martinez, a nice little play to Teravainen, and then all of a sudden it goes off the backboards. Pickard doesn't play it really well. And Foligno is right there, and he just jams it in the short side for Foligno. That's his 11th of the season. Hawks are up 2-0. And for that, we'll break up the Bandito again. Celebrate every goal of the season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila. And that Blackhawks insurance goal is sponsored by GetCoveredIllinois.gov. Your health coverage starts here.
So
2-0 Hawks.
Yeah, it's a good start.
Yeah, but it all started with a face-off win. You keep it in the offensive zone. Nice play by Martinez.
All right, we'll take a break. 4:54 left in the first. 2-0 Hawks. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
With the enhanced engine performance and fuel economy of newly reformulated Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, you're good to go. But good to go where? Exotic bird shopping? To your Tuesday night bowling league?
Woo! That's a turkeys.
Good to go try your luck at bingo.
G32. Bingo!
Good to go to a lumberjack competition.
I'm going to move my car.
New top-tier Tri-Clean gas from Citgo, the most advanced fuel we've ever made. Now you're good to go.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve a nice cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Port Chicago, Illinois.
Cold weather and hockey season go together hand in hand, but your home isn't a hockey rink, and you want it to be the perfect temperature no matter the season. With Mitsubishi electric heating and air conditioning mini split systems, you get the ultimate comfort and efficiency every time, even in those difficult to heat places in your home. Their units are designed to deliver consistent comfort where you need it most. Check out Mitsubishi electric heating and cooling mini split systems today at getacomfyhome.com.
This is Chris Chelios, and you're listening to Blackhawks Hockey. Now back to the game.
Hawks are up 2-0 over the Edmonton Oilers. Just under 5 minutes to play here in the first period. Shots on goal 8-7 in favor of the Oilers. Face-off at center ice. Nazar is going to step in the face-off circle against Adam Henrique. Oilers a pretty good face-off team. Henrique at 55%. Nazar's just trying to figure it out at just under 40% so far.
He figured that one out pretty quickly. You won the draw.
Nice and cleanly there.
Brody sends the puck down behind the Oiler net. Emberson leaving it there for Adam Henrique. Passing up the left wing, Matthias Ekholm at center ice. Whips it across the rink. Ty Emberson into the Hawk zone. He turned it over along the right boards, back the other way. Nazar to center ice, and then he lost control of the puck. Got it back, lost it again. Janmark into the Hawk zone. To Connor Brown, high slot. Sent it down toward the net with Janmark as a screen. The puck slides by. Ekholm left point to Stetcher right point. Long shot from there. Deflects up into the protective netting. So we get a whistle stopping play. Foligno and Teravainen each with a goal and an assist already in this game.
Yeah, just love to see that. And that's a matchup going against as much as they can against Connor McDavid. Nick Foligno was none too happy with the results and the effort in the game last night against the Red Wings. He wears everything on his sleeve, and he was not happy. Yep. Slammed his stick, broke it at the tail end of that game when the Red Wings scored the empty net goal. Great butterfly save by him, by the way.
Yeah. With Mrazek pulled to the bench, you mean?
Yeah, that was a great save.
He's got a little goaltender in him, I think. He's got a tremendous amount of passion, and that's a great thing for the Hawks and their fans. Arvidsson in front of the Hawk net, bothered by Seth Jones all the way down behind the net. Arvidsson from the right wing corner sends it behind the net to the left wing half boards. Darnell Nurse then mishandles the puck, and the Hawks get it. Donato out to center ice, right wing, front of the benches. Tried to bump it ahead for Bertuzzi, taken back by the Oilers instead. Draisaitl. Oh, he runs into Martinez. Martinez goes down at the Hawk blue line, but Draisaitl lost the puck. Jones flings it up the boards, not out. Puck calls in left circle to Draisaitl, right circle, and he hammered a shot that went wide. He had a half-open net to shoot at and missed. Now Jones will clear the puck out to center ice, forcing the Oilers to regroup. Stetcher with a pass ahead. Draisaitl over the Hawk line right point. Sends it across left wing circle, Arvidsson. He gets into a battle with Seth Jones and lost the puck behind the Hawk net. Mikheyev now whips it ahead for Bedard. It's off his stick to center ice. Kulak for the Oilers will drive the puck back down the left side boards. Ends up in the near corner Hawk zone. Martinez there to get it. Will lift the puck out to center ice. Bouchard had it on his stick. Lost it. Foligno whacks it away. Here's Foligno down the right wing into the Oilers zone. He's able to body Kulak out of the way. Put it around the left wing side. Teravainen to Dickinson in the slot. He shoots and Pickard. Oh, he just barely got that puck. And that one stung him a little bit. He's going to let his glove hand drop off.
Yeah, I think
there's
caught him right
blocker,
underneath
excuse me.
Right underneath the mask, right on the throat area. He dropped down right away, and the Edmonton Oilers trainer heading onto the ice to take a look at Calvin Pickard. Good play, though, by the Blackhawks to open up that high slot area. They've had a couple good looks from that middle of the ice position. Got to find that soft area, and Dickinson found it. And that's, not only are you in a position to create offense, you're in a really good position as the third man high in the offensive zone to help out defensively. If a D pinches in, that guy's responsibility is go over to fill that role. And a good hard shot there from Dickinson coming in. Pickard looks like he's going to be okay after that little stinger.
From watching the replay, Troy, I believe that hit the skate of Nick Foligno and deflected up. I believe it did. Foligno tried to jump into the air and kind of get out of the way of the shot and screen Pickard at the same time. Anyway, Pickard will stay in the goal as we rejoin the play. Kasperi Kapanen with the puck. Oiler blue line. Dropping it off to Kulak. He'll skate through center and over the Hawk blue line, right wing side. Backhands it in on goal. Stick save made by Soderblom. Vlasic clears the puck away to the far corner to Hall. To send it behind the net, picked off by Corey Perry. To Kapanen out near the left point. Rolls off a check from Taylor Hall. Then Hall reaching in, strips the puck away to Vlasic. Vlasic will grab the puck and move up the right wing and through center ice and over the Oiler line. Strokes it down the boards and in behind the Edmonton net. Emberson there to get it, driving it around to the right wing side. Kapanen at center ice, try to hand it off to Ryan. Turn the puck over to Taylor Hall. He's back into the Oilers zone, and from the right point, he'll spin it down behind the net. Bouchard sent it up the near side, picked up by Nolan Allen at the left point. Hawks defenseman will flip it down in behind the Oiler net. Bouchard back to get it there, nearly had a stick lifted, puck taken away by Foligno, but Bouchard kept it away. Moving it ahead to the Hawk line, Nugent Hopkins. Back to Evan Bouchard along the right sideboards. Put it down to Nugent Hopkins behind the net. He'll carry it around to the right board. Sets up Ekholm high slot. Long shot from there. Looked like it hit Brody in front. And Foligno will now clear the puck down to the Edmonton blue line. Ekholm to get the puck to Bouchard. Head to Hyman, Hawk line. To McDavid over the line down the right wing side. Sent it over left wing circle. Here's Ekholm. Wipes it in front of the net. Seth Jones turned his skate sideways to stop that pass. And then Foligno along the far boards, battling with Hyman, as is Jason Dickinson. Nugent Hopkins lost the puck up the boards. Foligno pokes it to the line. Nice play by Ekholm to keep it alive there. Set the puck down to Zach Hyman. 54 goals last year. Moves it out to the line. Here's Bouchard right point. Leaving the puck for McDavid. Passing the slot. Picked off by Foligno. He'll clear it over the line to center ice. Bouchard will fire it back down into the Hawk zone on a delayed offside. We're under a minute to play here in period number 1. It's the Hawks 2 and the Oilers no score. Mikheyev makes a slap pass from the left wing side of center ice across the rink in front of the benches and now gets the puck back, racing into the Oilers zone down the left side. Shoots! Shoulder save made by Pickard. Mikheyev in the right corner to Crevier. Bombs away from the right point. That just misses the net. Vlasic from the left wing corner tried to center. That hit a skate of Henrique and Arvidsson the other way. Passing on the left wing into the Hawk zone is Draisaitl. Louis Crevier reaching in with a long stick. Poke checks the puck away and clears to center ice. Oilers get the puck back. Arvidsson along the right sideboards in front of the penalty boxes. Sends the puck back into the Edmonton zone to Stetcher. And he put it over to Nurse. 6 seconds left in the period. Nurse will take the puck in behind the Oiler net and stop with it and allow the clock to wind off. And listen to this crowd from this Chicago partisan faithful. What an ovation. 2-0 Hawks after one period of play. The Oilers lead in the shots on goal department 9-8. But, Troy, I think it's safe to say that the Hawks got the better of the Oilers in that period. Score aside.
They were really mindful in what they needed to do as far as getting pucks out, not turning pucks over. Their structure in their own zone was really good. Kept the Oilers to the outside. The Oilers are a good team, and they're going to create offensive opportunities, but I thought the Blackhawks did a really nice job of limiting those chances in that first 20 minutes and then created some good opportunities themselves. Good positioning, nice pinch along the boards by Martinez to just redirect that out to Teravainen. Some good net front presence, that high slot area. They had some good shots from there, so good play on their own end of the ice. Not too many turnovers in the neutral zone and some good play in the offensive end.
I tell you, I don't make the decisions, as you know, but the more I watch Louis Crevier play for the Blackhawks at this level, the more I like him and the more I feel like he belongs here. I mean, are you getting that same feeling?
Well, you go back to when he played with Patrick Waugh in the Quebec League up in the junior ranks. Was it prospect or project? And Patrick Waugh said, it's a project. And, all of a sudden you take a flyer on a guy who's 6'8", he's starting to fill into his body, understanding what it takes. And when you're 6'8", and he's learning how to play in the NHL. And this is a tough situation. He's learning on the fly. And, he's getting better and better. And I love the fact that those two guys play out there at 6'8" and 6'6" together. Not a lot of room.
He did an effective job against Leon Draisaitl, I think, in that first period, reaching around him, taking away his time and space. And we'll head downstairs right now, and we're going to pick up our conversation. No, we won't. All right. Hello. We have somebody in play. It's Blackhawks captain Nick Foligno. Nick, thank you for joining us. Hey, man, you got it going here tonight, a goal and an assist already.
Yeah, you know what? We're just playing straight ahead, and we got a big assignment, obviously. We're just trying to hold on to the pucks, and it's worked for us so far.
I think that the play in your own end of the ice, much better, keeping him into the outside. I thought that the Red Wings yesterday in that second period especially kind of exposed that middle of the ice areas you guys chasing around. Was that kind of a focus coming in here to make sure that you protect the middle of the ice a lot better?
Yeah, and I think by doing that, we've allowed ourselves to be able to turn pucks over and just being more aggressive. I think that's the conversation. It sounds weird to say that in our D zone, but closing on guys sooner rather than letting them get a little speed and get on, especially some of their talents on this team. So
right.
I think we learned our lesson with watching the way Detroit was kind of attacking us, and we're trying to instill that in the game today.
You guys did a nice job in the offensive zone at the other end of the ice, keeping a third guy high and also creating a couple of really good looks from that high slot area that resulted in one of the goals.
Yeah, I think just making it, spreading out the ice, especially against that line where you can make them play D and they don't like it too much. They're obviously a team that wants to have the puck and a line that wants to have the puck. So just being heavy and spreading it out and then having those guys come down on pucks from the high side and, a big goal by Table. And then even Dickey had a great chance. And, that's the kind of, offensive zone time we want to have.
Well, you're talking about they don't like to play on their own end of the ice. Hit them. They don't like to get hit either, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I agree. And I think that's just part of slowing great players down and great teams. And you make it hard on them. And, they're going to think twice about trying to go through the middle or doing something. And, if you can get that little bit of hesitation, that's when you turn pucks over and go the other way.
All right, Nick, thanks for joining us. Go get him in the second period. We really appreciate it.
Will do. Thanks, boys.
Hawks captain Nick Foligno, our guest after one period of play. It's the Hawks 2 and the Oilers no score. His energy is just contagious, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
love it.
He's the right choice to lead this group inside the room. He's got some veteran guys in there as well, but his is the voice that kind of resonates, and he plays with a lot of passion. It's the way his father played. It's the way his brother plays. So it's kind of part of his character. It's part of his makeup. But he gives you a great answer, a well-thought-out answer. I love having him as one of our guests.
Hear, hear. All right, Charlie Romeliotis is standing by in Blackhawk Central. He's going to have a full intermission report for you good folks, and then second period action will follow along. It's Edmonton's best period statistically, folks, so this is going to get interesting here in a little while. But Charlie first with the intermission right after this. This is Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
If you need health insurance, find an affordable quality plan on the Get Covered Illinois Marketplace. Our Get Covered Illinois navigators will help you enroll, and you could qualify for financial help. 4 out of 5 customers can find a health plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. All plans have essential benefits to cover prescription drugs, emergency care, hospitalization, health screenings, and more. Visit getcoveredillinois.gov to enroll by January 15th.
What if you could restore blood flow to someone's failing lungs in a matter of seconds? Our patient Mike had hard-to-reach blood clots deep in his lungs that were putting his heart under major duress, causing it to fail too. He could hardly climb a few steps. But thanks to a procedure pioneered by the Northwestern Memorial Hospital Interventional Cardiology Team, we cleared the clots with a minimally invasive procedure.
Anchored by the top heart and vascular program in Illinois by U.S. News and World Report, only Northwestern Medicine had the solution to save Mike. Tiny balloons were used to gently open the delicate vessels and restore blood flow. Northwestern Memorial Hospital was the first in Illinois to master this breakthrough method.
As Mike's nurse, I'm proud to have been a part of his journey from oxygen tank to breathing like a kid again.
Northwestern Medicine. What makes us better makes you better.
Let me guess, your parents are older than you, and they need help with everything. And now it's a source of friction with you and your siblings, and you're not all on the same page with how their money is being spent, when and by whom. Here is the name of the person who can help. Carrie Peck. Carrie Peck at the Peck Ritchie Law Firm is Illinois' premier elder law attorney. He can tell you who has the rights, who is wrong. This is something that can be settled out of court, hopefully, but if it needs to go before a judge, you want Carrie on your side. And when you call, that consultation is free. This is only getting more complicated, and maybe time and money are running out. Who's controlling the checkbook? Who's controlling their access? Are you making the best medical decisions? Don't get mad or hit send on that snarky email. Call Carrie now, 312-201-0900. The Illinois Alzheimer's chapter has partnered with Peck Ritchie for educational outreach because Carrie is smart and fair and he knows the law. Call Peck Ritchie, 312-201-0900.
The professionals at Plumbers 911 Chicago are ready to answer your call. They'll get your plumbing job done right the first time. Their phones are open 24/7, 1-833-PLUM-911.
Intermission?
It's time for an intermission update.
Intermission already?
Powered by the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program. Here's Charlie Remeliotis.
It's time for the first period intermission powered by the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program. The Chicago Blackhawks are up 2-0 on the Edmonton Oilers through one period. The Oilers were heavily favored to score the first goal of this hockey game. And the first period over was minus 155. That also hit again for Chicago. Those odds are according to Circa Sports Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com. We have a heavy NHL slate tonight, 14 other games. 3 of them have already gone final, so let's get right to it. The Boston Bruins beat the Florida Panthers 4-3 in overtime thanks to a David Pastrnak overtime winner on the power play with 2 seconds left in overtime. The Seattle Kraken beat the Buffalo Sabres 6-2. The Ottawa Senators shut out the Pittsburgh Penguins 5-0. And then we have a load of games that are currently in the first intermission. The Vancouver Canucks are leading the Toronto Maple Leafs 1-0. The Stars and Canadiens are tied 0-0 through one period in Montreal. Tampa Bay and New Jersey are tied 1-1. The Philadelphia Flyers are up 2-0 on Anaheim. And you have the start of the second period right now. The Columbus Blue Jackets are leading the St. Louis Blues 1-0. St. Louis Blues. The Winnipeg Jets are up 1-0 on Colorado, and we have 5 later games tonight. The Capitals are in Nashville. The New York Islanders are in Utah. The LA Kings are in Calgary. The New York Rangers are in Vegas, and the San Jose Sharks are hosting the Minnesota Wild. Elsewhere in sports, NFL playoffs, here we go. The Houston Texans have knocked off the LA Chargers 32-12 to advance to the divisional round of the playoffs. The Baltimore Ravens and Pittsburgh Steelers are about to kick off. And then earlier today in college basketball, USC upset number 13 Illinois 82-72. St. Joseph blew out Loyola 93-57. Bradley beat a state battle over UIC 61-60. And Xavier beat DePaul 77-63. Meanwhile, here at the United Center, the Hawks are up 2-0 on the Edmonton Oilers. We're going to take a quick break. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago. WGN.
Whether it's pro or college, the app to bet football is Circa Sports Illinois. Circa Sports is sports betting the way it should be. Circa Sports Illinois has high betting limits, low holds, and exceptional customer service. Bet on all your favorite teams in every game this season. Spreads, props, futures, or in-game, Circa Sports has it. Fund and bet like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com.
As the temperature drops, desperation sets in for many across the city. Sometimes working 2 or even 3 jobs isn't enough to cover rent, food, heat, and keeping the lights on. That's why Sutton Ford and the Madison Auto Mall is assisting the Salvation Army make sure that everyone is taken care of this winter. At the Salvation Army, it's their goal to make sure families can stay in their homes and feed their family. More than ever, the Salvation Army needs your help. Go to salarmychicago.org and help those in need tonight.
Property managers and GCs use FinishingChicago.com's contractors for finishes and protective coatings in the most iconic venues, interior spaces, and essential infrastructure. Our painters apply industry-leading commercial and industrial finishes inside and out, so your biggest assets always put their best square footage forward. FinishingChicago.com has your free list of painting, wall covering, glass systems, drywall finishing, and signage contractors. For a great finish, start with FinishingChicago.com.
Tullamore Dew Irish Whiskey, the original triple distilled, triple blended, and triple cask matured Irish whiskey. When it's game time, it's Tully time.
Back here at the United Center, Blackhawks are up 2-0 on the Edmonton Oilers. I'm not sure any of us saw this coming after last night's loss to the Detroit Red Wings. Let's look over my right and bring in the great Troy Murray. What's up, Troy?
Good first period.
Good first period.
I really liked what they did defensively. They shut down the Oilers. They limited them to the high-quality opportunities. They were good through the neutral zone, didn't turn pucks over. And then the offensive zone, I thought they were aggressive. And that's one thing that Anders was talking about, being more aggressive on the forecheck, create some offensive opportunities by getting in there and creating some chaos and turning pucks over. Great pinch by Martinez to read the play, but it was all the pressure from the Foligno line along with Dickinson and Teravainen. Nice little redirect off the boards to Teravainen. He gets the shot through off the backboards. Foligno's always around the net, scores the goal. That line contributed on both of the goals for the Hawks, and their assignment in this game is to shut down one of the best players in the world.
I was just going to say that Leon Draisaitl's line is going up against Connor Bedard's, and the Blackhawks are matching Jason Dickinson on Connor McDavid. And McDavid is a -2 in this hockey game.
I know. And that's we were talking about the matchup opportunity in this game because you get the last change. And Dickinson is always the guy that you want to have out against the other team's top player. And he takes a lot of pride in that role. And when he does it, he was great in that first period. And I don't know if you noticed at one time McDavid came off the bench and he went in behind the net. And Dickinson circled with him, mirrored him, and then McDavid picked it up and had to drop it right back to the defenseman. Well, then Dickinson just didn't allow McDavid to wheel around. He stayed with them, took away that option. And McDavid, when he was skating up the ice, he was looking to the far side of the ice, pointing that side is open because I'm covered. So great job by that Dickinson line to really quiet Connor McDavid in that first period. But still 40 minutes to go, and you know that the Oilers are not going to be happy with the way that they played that first period, and they'll be better.
The first game the Blackhawks played against Colorado, I remember looking at the score sheet after the game, and I'm like, Nathan MacKinnon -4. I'm like, when is the last time Nathan MacKinnon was a -4, let alone the Blackhawks doing it? And now McDavid -2 through one period. A lot of hockey left. I realize that. But for some reason, they've been doing a nice job of holding these superstars in check for the most part.
Well, you know what? When I played up against Mario Lemieux or Gretzky, like Dickinson, I've had conversations with Jason about this. You know what? He's given a specific assignment in a game. Okay, we're gonna play you against McDavid. He focuses on that, and that's what he prepares for. I prepared to play against Gretzky, and sometimes it didn't work out. Sometimes he got a little bit of an edge on him. But Dickinson takes a lot of pride in giving that responsibility to him from the head coach, and it really shows that he's focused on what he needs to do. That line with Foligno's intensity, and Dickinson has that the same way. I mean, he was one of the guys that went out of his way to try and change the game a little bit yesterday in Detroit with a couple big hits that he attempted there. And then some skill, some speed on that line along with Teravainen. So that combination worked. But again, a long ways to go in this game.
All right, that is the great Troy Murray. We got some second period hockey coming up next. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
When you only want to work with the best in commercial concrete, think Concrete Illinois. Visit ConcreteIL.com, where you'll find the top commercial concrete contractors for your next project. Cement Mason LMCC members are skilled union employees who have the experience, skill, and focus needed to get the job done right, on time, and on budget. There's tremendous value in using skilled tradesmen on your commercial concrete project. To learn more, visit ConcreteIL.com. That's ConcreteIL.com.
At the Midwestern University Eye Institute, they take the time to get to know you. Their student and faculty providers offer affordable, unrushed, and thorough healthcare. Experience the Midwestern difference for your family's eye care with adult and pediatric services that include dry eye treatment, migraine prevention, eye allergies, and so much more. Located just off I-355 and Butterfield Road, visit MWUclinics.com to learn more. The Midwestern University Clinics, your family's home for healthcare.
The Blackhawks defend their home ice, but who defends yours? Since 1936, Culligan has been a trusted water expert, providing cleaner, safer, better-tasting water for Chicagoans like you. As the official water provider of the Blackhawks, Culligan proudly gives you the best water wherever you are, at home, at work, or roaring during the national anthem in the United Center. Enjoy water you can trust from an expert you can trust. Culligan, water you love.
You've heard Tom Fortino, principal and founder of the Alpha Wealth Group, for years here on WGN. We invite you to join him Sunday mornings at 7 for the Alpha Wealth Hour. He'll be talking about what's going on in the financial world and the 5 pillars of a complete retirement plan. How to build guaranteed income, tax efficiency, a smart investment plan you can stick to, asset protection, and estate planning. That's Sunday mornings at 7 for the Alpha Wealth Hour with Tom Fortino here on AM 720 WGN.
For breaking legal news on the hottest issues, tune into Legal Face Off on WGNradio.com, hosted by Rich Lenkoff and Tina Martini, and brought to you by McCorkle Litigation Services.
The second period is next.
The second period.
Here for a recap is Charlie Remeliotis.
Blackhawks and Oilers are on the ice for the start of the second period. Hawks scored twice in that first period, one of which was Nick Foligno, his 11th goal of the season.
Dickinson handling it there to Foligno. Spin it back in behind around to Martinez, leaving at the right point. Teravainen. He sends it toward the net. Comes out to Foligno. Shoots, he scores! Bada boom, bada bang. Foligno played it off the inboards and beat Pickard on the short shot with a shot. It's now 2-0 in favor of the Hawks. The goal at 15:01 of period number 1.
For every Blackhawks goal, Marquette Bank is donating $80 to a local charity to celebrate 80 years of neighborhood banking and giving back to the community. John, you were mentioning the second period for the Oilers. Plus 24 goal differential for the Oilers in the second. -9 goal differential in the first and thirds combined.
Just saying.
Yep,
okay.
Just saying.
Yeah. Talk to Mark Spector, fine journalist from the Edmonton area. He's seen this Edmonton team win a lot of games this season with their play in the second period. So the Hawks have really got to be on their marks here. Here we go with the second period opening faceoff, and the Oilers control. Nurse will fling it down the left side glass in behind the Hawk net to the right wing corner. Victor Arvidsson there to Vasily Podkolzin. Fed it up the slot, picked off by his countryman, the Hawks' Ilya Mikheyev, who shot it off the right boards into the Oilers zone a few feet. Nurse sends it back up ice. Draisaitl into the Hawks zone. Left wing side, sent it down toward the net. Draisaitl got it back to Podkolzin in front, who shoots and scores. 22 seconds into the second period, the Oilers are on the board. They trail 2-1.
What happened on that play?
Well, they lost the faceoff to start with.
No. Well, yes, but Mikheyev didn't get it in deep. You got to the Oilers blue line and tried to make a play and didn't get it in deep, and all of a sudden now you're scrambling back. You don't have your structure. Everybody is looking for a quick turnaround and try and get back defensively. That is completely on Mikheyev there, and that's just unacceptable. Those are the plays that Sorensen is talking about, self-inflicted mistakes that just can't happen. Yeah, and then he does a flyby in front of the net and goes away from Draisaitl rather than just hanging out in front of the net. So just a tough start there for Mikheyev. Those plays you didn't see in the first period whatsoever, and all of a sudden you have an opportunity. That puck has got to get in deep. Got to get in deep.
So it's going to be Podkolzin's fifth from Arvidsson and Draisaitl, 22 seconds into the frame. Hawks still have the 2-1 lead as we return to the play. Matthias Ekholm between the circles, Oilers zone with the puck, backing up toward the corner. Sends it across to Kulak, and he'll take the puck and retreat in behind the Oiler net. Stop and have a look. Oilers assembling for their breakout. Kulak will lead it. Head now to Ekholm at center ice on the left wing. Steps into the Hawk zone left point. Strokes the puck down behind the net into the far corner. Doc put it back in behind. Nugent Hopkins took it away from Vlasic and fed a pass up the slot. Nobody was there, and the puck slides all the way down into the Oiler end. Here's a stretch pass from Bouchard to Nugent Hopkins over the Hawk line. Put it out in front of McDavid. He goes from forehand to backhand and shot it wide. Oilers getting some chances here early. Bouchard from the line. Deep slot. Bank pass off the right corner boards. Hyman there. Out to the left point. Kulak firing. That goes wide. McDavid to the rebound in behind the net. To Bouchard, right point. To McDavid, top of the right wing circle. Tried to float a pass across. Picked off by Nazar. He's got a break into the Oilers zone. Nazar down the left wing. Drops the shoulder. Barrels to the net. And then had his stick pulled up off the puck by Bouchard, who takes the puck away and got it ahead now to Nugent Hopkins. To McDavid, Oiler line. He'll drop the puck back into the Edmonton zone. Bouchard's got it along the right sideboards, and the Oilers will change lines here. Bouchard chased behind his net there by Taylor Hall, former Oiler first pick overall. Moves the puck ahead to Janmark, who sent it down behind the Hawk net. Jones poke checks it away. Martinez to the puck. Put it up the middle of the ice to Hall. To Donato, to Maroon at center ice to Hall, breaking into the Oiler zone along the right sideboards. Gave it ahead to Maroon. Maroon to the corner. To Donato behind the net. He'll spin it back in behind to the right wing corner. Taylor Hall there. Cuts in behind the net. Fed it up the slot. Off of Donato's stick to the line now to Martinez. To Hall, left circle. Firing a shot. Blocked by Nurse. Hall got it back. Sent it away the left wing boards. Here's Nolan Allen firing from the left point. Blockered away by Pickard. In the near corner, Donato hit. Pokes the puck behind the Oiler net. Patrick Maroon tried to spear it around the boards, but he put it onto the stick of Darnell Nurse, and he'll lead the Oiler rush through center and over the Hawk line from the left circle. Fans on a shot, and Brody lifts Nurse's stick off the puck. Connor Brown took it back left circle, fed it across in front. Great play by Tyler Bertuzzi to lay the shaft of his stick on the ice, intercept that pass, and clear it out to center ice. Hawks in a line change. Nurse back in the Oiler zone between the circles. Is now chased in behind the Edmonton net there by Bertuzzi. He turned over the puck to Bertuzzi, right corner, who put the puck in behind the Oiler net for Mikheyev. He was stripped of the puck, however, by Kapanen of the Oil. Head to center ice. Here's McDavid cutting into the Hawk zone, dropping in the slot. Kapanen fires. That's turned out of there by Soderblom. And then McDavid coughed up the puck the other way. Bedard into the Oiler zone, stopping in the high slot. Drops the puck to Bertuzzi along the right boards. To the line, Crevier blasts from there, and a butterfly save made by Picard. And now in behind the Oiler net. Bedard had the puck, lost it. He ends up getting it back now in the left wing corner. Sends it left point, Vlasic. He'll spin the puck down behind the net into the right wing corner. Ilya Mikheyev there for the Hawks. Will bank it back in behind. Bedard from the left wing corner, passing out to Crevier in the deep slot to Bedard, turning top of the left circle, put it over right circle. Mikheyev leaving it there for Bedard. It's a bouncing puck. Bedard trying to get away from McDavid. Backhands the puck across the rink. Kulak for the Oilers will clear to center ice. And here's McDavid into the Hawk zone down the left wing side with a toe drag. And a nice play by Vlasic to reach out and poke check the puck away. Vlasic will spin it behind the Hawk net. Over to get it now, Crevier passing it on the left wing. Foligno center ice, front of the Hawks bench. Dumps the puck lazily down the boards and in behind the Oiler net. And then he rides Ekholm into the end boards. Draisaitl in to try and help out. He and Teuvo Teravainen kick at the puck. Victor Arvidsson then turns it over to Foligno on the left wing corner. Out to the line, Martinez with a drive and a blocker save made by Pickard. Arvidsson to take the puck along the right boards, Oiler in. Sends it out up the left wing center ice to Podkolzin. Drops it back to Ekholm. He'll clear it into the Hawk zone, and the Oilers are offside on this play. We have 14:47 left in period number 2. It's 2-1 in favor of the Hawks.
The Blackhawks are back here at the United Center this Monday night, facing off against the Calgary Flames. Puck drops at 6:30 p.m. Don't wait. Get tickets now to see the action at blackhawks.com/tickets. They've tightened it up a little bit here after that early goal. Hopefully that got their focus and making sure that they pay attention to the little details of the game. Great play by big Alex Vlasic on Connor McDavid, again using that reach.
Now Pickard to the puck behind the Oiler net, plays it away to the near boards. And Henrique tried to flip it out of the zone, kept in, however, by Janmark. He'll send it over. And now here's Emerson into the Hawk zone. Drops it off along the right side boards. Puck is shot across the rink by Brown to center ice. Kulak goes back to get the puck. And they send it over in front of the benches. Henrique will fire it down behind the Hawk net. Brody with a lead pass up the left wing side for Colton Dock. He and Henrique get their sticks on the puck simultaneously, and it topples up into the Oiler bench. So they'll face it off in the circle to the left of Arvid Soderblom.
The Discover NHL Winter Classic official Blackhawks jerseys and exclusive retail collection are still available, but quantities are limited. Celebrate the season and show your team pride with these must-have items. Shop now at Blackhawks stores or cbhshop.com before they're gone. Face off to the left-hand side of Soderblom.
And McDavid's been tossed off the dot. It's going to be Ryan Nugent-Hopkins facing off against the Hawks, Jason Dickinson. The drop of the puck. Oilers get it. Bouchard at the right point. Snaps the puck down behind the Hawk net into the near corner. Teravainen reverses it, put it behind the net to Vlasic. Round to Foligno up the left wing side. Quick pass ahead now for Dickinson off his stick into the Oilers zone. Bouchard moved it ahead. Ekholm now at center ice. Pokes the puck to the Hawk blue line. Louis Crevier will slap it down ice into the Oiler end. We're going to get icing here to the Hawks. Crevier was trying to get that puck off of the bank pass. Head to Jason Dickinson, and the pass just eluded him. Face off to the right of Arvid Soderblom.
Foligno's having a little conversation with one of the linesmen there. Oh, and then the linesman talking to Derek Nansen, talking to Foligno, runs over the official. That's Gislan Hebert, knocked him down to the ice. That's interference.
I'm just going to say the two guys had their backs turned away to each other, and Nansen, the linesman, just backed up right into the referee. Everybody's okay. Face-off circle to the right of Arvid Soderblom. Dickinson facing off with Draisaitl of the Oilers, and Dickinson wins the draw to Teravainen. He'll drop the puck into the corner. Vlasic sticks it around up the left wing side, not out of the zone. Bouchard held it in right point. Sends the puck down to the right wing corner. Hyman will lift it behind the Hawk net to the near corner. Crevier driving it around at the left wing side, and Teravainen turns his stick at a proper angle, deflecting that one out to center ice. Oilers get the puck back. Bouchard with a pass on the left wing side for Draisaitl. Draisaitl and McDavid on the same ice right now. Draisaitl flings the puck into the Hawk zone. Foligno settling it down between the circles, sent it over to Crevier. He'll clear to center ice, and the Oilers get it back. Draisaitl to Ekholm at center ice on the left wing side, front of the penalty boxes. Tried to drop it into the Hawk zone, picked off by the Hawks. Vlasic, headman past Donato over the Oiler line, hands it off to Teravainen, crossing to the slot now beside the net. Here's Donato jamming one in on goal, and Pickard stopped that at the shoulder in the glove and wiped the puck behind the Oiler net. Ekholm's got it between the circles now. Put it over to Bouchard along the right boards. He'll clear to center ice. Poked ahead by Martinez to the Oiler blue line. Donato has to hold up. Two Hawks were already in the Edmonton zone. And now Donato sent it back to Jones. Over to Alec Martinez in front of the Hawks bench. He dumps the puck down into the Oiler zone. Around it goes behind the net. Now Maroon tried to center. This is picked off by Evan Bouchard. Put it ahead at center ice. Derek Ryan sent it in over the Hawk line on the left wing to Perry. You heard that whistle cut the air. That means offside are the Oilers. 2-1 Blackhawks with 12:23 left in period number 2. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Get cash in a flash for your older wrecked car today. That old piece of junk car is still hogging up space in your driveway. Do something about it. Global Auto Recycling and Repair will take that rusty old bucket of bolts off your hands today, and you'll get cash in a flash. Family owned and operated, Global Auto has been serving Chicagoland for over 60 years, and they'll pay you cash in a flash to take away that old clunker that's been annoying you for way too long. Call Global Auto Recyclers at 847-608-4700 today.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric, with our biggest sale ever. Furnaces from $39 a month. Furnace and air conditioning combos from $59 a month, plus 72 months interest-free financing and up to a $4,000 system rebate. Four Seasons guaranteed to beat any competitor's price by up to $1,000 guaranteed. So call today for your free in-home estimate and same-day installation.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
Window Nation customers have been singing our praises for years. With fast local service and an industry-leading 96% customer satisfaction rating, it's no wonder.
I researched window companies for the last year to see what the average prices were and the quality of work. Window Nation nailed both.
Get 50% off all windows plus no interest or payments for 2 years. Hurry, this offer ends soon. Schedule a free estimate now. Call 866-90-NATION or visit windownation.com. That's 866-90-NATION.
You're listening to Chicago Blackhawks hockey. Now, back to the game.
Catch the action at a Blackhawks game with the Blackhawks beer pack presented by Modelo. Each ticket includes a food and beverage credit for 2 24-ounce draft beers. Visit blackhawks.com/beer pack to get yours today. Face off at center ice. Looks like that's Draisaitl up against McDavid or Connor Bedard. I'll get the guys right. It'll be the Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric face-off. For all the right reasons, call 866-4
You got the musical accompaniment of the Smashing Pumpkins. Love that tune. And Bedard wins the draw over to Bertuzzi, front of the Hawks bench. He'll drive the puck off the left side boards and down behind the Oiler net. Pickard plays it to the near corner. Nurse will stick it around the boards, not out. Jones fires from the right point, and that knuckleball's wide of the Oiler net. Stetcher with a lead pass. Draisaitl on the fly over the Hawk line to Arvidsson, right wing side. Send it back in front of the net, just past the outstretched stick of Draisaitl. Loose puck behind the Hawk net, rolling away. Martinez tried to clear it out. Picked off by Podkolzin of the Oilers, top of the right circle. And the puck is in the feet.
Arvidsson got away with a slash there.
Yep.
Snapped Martinez's stick in half.
Martinez playing without a stick now. He's given one by I believe, Bertuzzi, actually Mikheyev. Here now in the right circle, Arvidsson firing. Punched out with a blocker save. Puck taken back by the Oilers. Draisaitl, high slot area, carrying over to the left point. Moves it in Nurse left corner to Podkolzin on the doorstep, and he jams it in on goal. Stick save made by Soderblom. Hawks need a clear. Here's Draisaitl now along the left side boards. Send it to the slot. Jones got a stick in there and deflects that one up and over the glass. That'll do it. Face-off will be in the Hawk zone in the circle to Soderblom's right.
Yeah, Martinez having a little conversation with the referee there, Hebert. That's one that was missed. An obvious slash by Arvidsson in the corner, snapping Martinez's stick in half. Boy, if you're a forward out there and you're trying to defend and you have no stick, so hard to do, their tendency is to reach out with the hands, and Mikheyev did that. Didn't get a penalty against him, but so close.
Off the draw, Ekholm hammers one wide. Crevier plays it up the right side. Teravainen, lead pass for Foligno down into the Oilers zone. He bear hugs Ekholm into the end boards, but the Oilers get the puck. Here's McDavid. Passing ahead, Hyman to center ice. Runs into Vlasic across the Hawk blue line, but sweeps the puck down behind the net. Foligno sticks it away to the far corner. Now Hyman playing the puck. Foligno reaches in, strips it away. Can't clear the zone. Loose puck taken back by McDavid, right wing circle. Floats it across left circle. Ekholm, great defensive play by Teravainen to time up. Now loose puck in the crease is plopped on by Soderblom, and he'll hold it. Whistle stopping play. 10:36 left in period number 2. Still 2-1 Hawks. I would think defending Connor McDavid when he's at his best is akin to a mad scramble. The chaos that ensues just to keep it out of the net.
Yeah, I mean, it's not only just McDavid, but he is so good at recognizing what's available. Ekholm sneaking down the back door, and Teravainen actually does a nice job of recovering on this play and limiting the shot on goal to just a sweep from Ekholm to the front of the net, where Soderblom was able to freeze that puck, settle things down there. But when you get too focused on one player, the options are there, and they take advantage of it.
Oilers get control off the draw. Connor Brown firing from there to the left point. Turned out of there by Soderblom. There's Matthias Janmark along the left wing boards, Hawk zone. To Brown, back of the net, tried to feed it in front, picked off by Ryan Donato. He'll stick the puck off the left side boards out to center ice. Taylor Hall tried to get to it, was beaten to it, however, by Kulak of the Oil. Now the puck turned over at the line. Maroon passing ahead. Donato over the Oiler line will pull up and fire. That hit Ty Emberson. And the puck ends up in the near corner Oilers zone. Taylor Hall hustling in to get it. Feeds the left point. Nolan Allen in front. Donato turns, fires. He scores! Ryan Donato fires it onto the glove of Pickard. And the Hawks get a 2-goal lead back at 3-1. That goal at 10:03 of period number 2. Outstanding playmaking by the Hawks.
Yeah, nice job on the forecheck here. Maroon and Donato get in there. Taylor Hall fires it across. And Nolan Allen spots Donato as he creeps out of the front of the net area to a softer area. And Donato spins around and he beats him low to the glove hand side. What a shot by Donato. He's got 13 goals on the season. And a lot of times limited ice compared to other guys. What a great year he is having and not afraid to shoot the puck. And let's break out the Bandito one more time. Celebrate every goal this season with El Bandito Yankee Tequila. And that Blackhawks insurance goal, sponsored by GetCoveredIllinois.gov. Your health coverage starts here.
Donato from Nolan Allen and Taylor Hall at 10:03 of period number 2. We'll see if the Oilers open it up a bit here. Back in the Hawk zone, Martinez clears the puck ahead for Bertuzzi. He'll carry it to center ice. He's got Podkolzin giving chase, and he falls underneath Podkolzin in the left wing corner, but put the puck behind the Oiler net, and it hit the skate of Mikheyev and bleeds out beside the crease, and Pickard will put the glove on top of it and hold it.
Good thing he's not a right-handed catching goaltender there. He wouldn't be able to cover that puck up on the side of the net.
He'd be lost, wouldn't he? All right, 9:28 left in the second. 3-1 in favor of the Hawks. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
This is Craig Smith, and you're listening to John and Troy on 720 WGN.
At Hyundai, we make a big deal about the little things, like the little fact that 9 Hyundai vehicles have earned IIHS top safety picks this year, and offering a little thing called America's Best Warranty, because delivering safety and quality, pretty big deal. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey.
Lease the Tucson for $249 a month, or get $1,250 bonus cash. See your local Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealer today. Offers end February 3rd. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Marquette Bank has been Chicagoland's neighborhood bank for 80 years. 80 years is a long time. When you bank with Marquette Bank, you matter. After 80 years, we've learned that helping people like you make smarter financial decisions helps our neighborhoods grow and thrive. When you bank with Marquette Bank, good things happen for you and your neighborhood. Marquette Bank, love where you bank. Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender, NMLS number 462926.
Give people a place to gather and make fire the focal point of your home again. With a majestic fireplace or insert, you'll enjoy the warmth and ambiance of fire with contemporary style and the latest technology. Whether you're looking for wood, electric, or gas, indoors or out, Majestic offers a broad range of sizes and styles. Visit their showroom on Bowes Road in Elgin or call for a free estimate. 847-741-5903. 847-741-5903. House of Fireplaces, giving you a warm feeling since 1953.
Hey, Chris Chelios here. It's time to break out the Bandito. El Bandito Yankee Tequila. So smooth, it's criminal. Break out the Bandito, baby.
Friday night hockey is back at the United Center January 24th as the Blackhawks take on the Tampa Bay Lightning. Enjoy thrilling hockey, a pregame party, and an exclusive cup giveaway. Get your tickets now at blackhawks.com/tickets.
Oilers attacking. Arvidsson down the right wing. Hawk zone will fire. It's turned over the top of the net there by Arvidsson, or by, Arvid Soderblom with the end of his glove. Now the other way, Bedard to center ice. He'll move it across the rink on the right wing side. Oiler line to Jones, who fell down but got the puck to Bertuzzi, and the puck eluded him. And Nurse will take the puck and give it ahead to Podkolzin. He'll lift it down to the Hawk blue line. This is kicked back to the Oiler line by Mikheyev, and Nurse has it there for Edmonton. Back to Draisaitl to Nurse between the circles. To Troy Stetcher, a University of North Dakota product. He'll drop it down between the circles again to Darnell Nurse. The Oilers are in the midst of a line change. To Stetcher. He'll skate it to center ice. Give the puck ahead. McDavid over the Hawk blue line. Tried to wind it into the right wing circle and did, but Ilya Mikheyev with a great defensive play will take the puck and bat it over the line to center ice, forcing the Oilers to regroup. Ekholm, Oiler blue line. Passing ahead on the left wing side. Nugent Hopkins into the Hawk zone to the point. Spins it down behind the net. McDavid put it up a slot. And a shot from Bouchard. Kicked out of there by Soderblom. Dickinson the other way to center ice. Sends a bouncing puck off the inboards in the Oilers zone. Then chases down Ekholm, who clears the puck from the corner back behind the net to Bouchard. Bouchard passing left wing side. Center ice to Nugent Hopkins. Back to Bouchard, front of the benches. Winds it in behind the net. Soderblom out to play it off the far corner, and it bounces out to Jason Dickinson. He'll clear it all the way down. Icing's going to be called.
Soderblom just got to take a little extra second there to see what's going on around him. The backdoor pass was okay, but you got to have some communication there from big Louis Crevier to let Soderblom know that he's open. Fired it into a couple Oilers. Got a fortunate bounce off one of the stanchions there. Maybe the camera hole, and that spit it out into Jason Dickinson.
Off the face-off, Bouchard, top of the left wing circle, sent one toward the net, was blocked in front by Louis Crevier. Crevier just turned his skate sideways. It's probably a size 16. Blocked that shot, clears it ahead for Teravainen, and he'll deflect it down into the Oilers zone. Oilers get it back and come out of their end. With speed, Nugent Hopkins to center ice to Bouchard on the Hawk line to McDavid down the slot. Shoots! That's turned out of there by Soderblom. I believe he got a little bit of it with the blocker. Hyman in front will fire. Soderblom down with a butterfly save. Hyman along the near boards to Nugent Hopkins left wing corner. Sent it behind the Hawk net to McDavid right corner. Out to the line, right point Emberson to McDavid. Actually now to Nugent Hopkins to Hyman beside the net, and he fires. It's turned out of there by Soderblom with the blocker. McDavid beside the net, takes a pass, walks in front, got two shots away. Soderblom stopped them both. Emberson from the high slot will fire. That goes wide. Here's Kulak with the puck along the left side. Put it in front of the net. It was intended for Hyman. He misplayed the puck. It's taken away by Teravainen, and he'll clear down ice into the Oilers zone. Nugent Hopkins slow to get up off the ice in the Hawks zone and get to the Oiler bench.
Yeah, and so was Nick Foligno. They collided in the Hawks end of the ice there. Both of them went down awkwardly.
Kapanen near corner, Hawk zone, turns to fling a pass back to Emberson to the high slot, and this hit a stick and deflects into the Oiler end. Colton Dock near the left point, hit by Emberson, lost the puck, taken away now by Kulak, up the left wing side with a pass to Perry, and across the rink, down the right wing side, Derek Ryan. Ryan into the Hawk zone, bothered by Lucas Reichel, who takes the puck away. Reichel to center ice to Colton Dock, he overskates the puck, and then bats it away from Ryan. T.J. Brody back in the Hawk zone to get the puck. Passing up the left wing, Reichel. Back to Brody, Hawk blue line. Passing for Nazar on the right wing side of center ice. And pass misses and goes down. And icing's going to be called against the Hawks.
Now, this is dangerous. Draisaitl hopped over the boards as soon as that puck went down the ice. He knows that this is his opportunity. Offensive zone face-off here. They're talking about what type of play they want to set up here. Draisaitl really good in the face-off circle. 57% coming into this game. Oilers in the middle of the pack, but they've got some guys that can win draws when need be.
Nazar wins this one.
Yeah, excellent job by Nazar to dig in there.
And Doc flips the puck down ice into the Oilers zone. Stetcher twisting away from a couple Hawks. Sends the puck along the left side boards to Nurse. Back to Stetcher between the circles. To Draisaitl charging through center ice. Put it in over the Hawk line. Perry right circle. Fed the slot. Nurse shoots. It's over the Hawk net. Might have deflected off of Soderblom. Oilers get it back. Nurse at the left point. Send it over to the right wing half boards. Leon Draisaitl. Back over left circle. Arvidsson. Send it in front of the net. Goes all the way through to Draisaitl. Draisaitl right circle. To Arvidsson in the slot. Put it back to the line. Deep slot. Nurse. Sent the puck over to the right wing boards to Draisaitl. Down to Perry, right wing corner. Put it behind the Hawk net, left corner. Arvidsson to Nurse, left point. Over to Stetcher, right point. Down to Draisaitl, now top of the right wing circle to Stetcher, high slot. Hands it off to Arvidsson coming by. Good poke check there by Donato. He got it ahead to Maroon, and he'll fling the puck down ice and right in on the Edmonton goal. Pickard knocked it out of there. The Hawks were able to get their line change. Nurse to center ice. Sends it to Arvidsson over the Hawk line. Down the right wing with a toe drag and a shot. And a blocker save made by Soderblom. The other way races Ilya Mikheyev to center ice. Flings it to the Oiler blue line. Emberson clears to center ice. Bertuzzi whacked it back to the Oiler blue line. Oil get it back. And Henrique into the Hawk zone near the right point, leaving the puck for Janmark. Janmark rolls off a check, moves it out to the line, left point, a shot from Kulak into the glove of Arvid Soderblom, and he'll hold on, and the whistle will stop play.
Another play right there where Makheyev's got to get that puck into the zone, and he doesn't, and all of a sudden the transition comes back towards the Blackhawks end of the ice. Bear down on those plays.
All right, 4:27 left in the second here at the United Center. It's the Hawks 3 and the Oilers 1. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
What do the Blackhawks and United Airlines have in common? The next generation has arrived, and the future looks bright. New planes are joining the United Airlines fleet every week, decked out with Bluetooth connectivity, screens and power at every seat, and bigger overhead bins to fit everyone's carry-on. Book your next trip on the United app or united.com today. United Airlines, proud to be the official airline of the Chicago Blackhawks.
If you need health insurance, find an affordable quality plan on the Get Covered Illinois Marketplace. Our Get Covered Illinois navigators will help you enroll, and you could qualify for financial help. 4 out of 5 customers can find a health plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. All plans have essential benefits to cover prescription drugs, emergency care, hospitalization, health screenings, and more. Visit getcoveredillinois.gov to enroll by January 15th.
When you trade white snow for white sands, gray skies for blue ones, and the wind chill factor for, well, just plain chilling by the Gulf of Mexico, one thing becomes clear. With these beaches, these luxurious surroundings, and that incredible restaurant you've booked for tonight, all is perfect in paradise. Plan your winter escape now to Naples, Marco Island, and the Everglades, Florida's Paradise Coast. Learn more at paradisecoast.com.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Nick Foligno. Let's get back to John and Troy on 720 WGN.
Face off to the right-hand side of Soderblom. Shots on goal 20-14 in favor of the Oilers. Dickinson on the ice to take this draw along with Connor Bedard and Bertuzzi.
And Dickinson wins it from Henrique. Brody behind the net. Send it around at the left wing side, and Bertuzzi clears to center ice. Oilers get the puck back. Henrique into the Hawk zone, left wing side to Podkolzin on left point. Put it out to the high slot. Emberson fires. They score.
I think Henrique got a tip on this as he did a flyby in front of the net. Yeah, he's going to lead the procession to the Oilers bench. Just a shot through and a little redirect. Soderblom sees this shot coming through, but it changes direction. I think goes in between the pads, maybe underneath the glove. For Henrique, that's his 6th of the season. Blackhawks kind of got chasing the puck in their own end of the ice, and nobody picked up the far defenseman who got that shot through. Get another look at it.
Yeah.
You got Bertuzzi and Bedard heading to the same guy, and good play by going to the front of the net. Kiev just doesn't get the stick on it, and Henrique just redirects this one past the Hawks goaltender.
Now in front of the Oiler net, Dickinson fires a shot that deflects up into the protective netting and out of play. So now we're down to 3:55 left on the clock for the second period. 3-2 in favor of the Hawks. The Hawks have been outshot by the Oilers so far, 21-14, but have the 1-goal lead. Now make it 15 shots for the Hawks. This face-off circle to Pickard's left in the Oilers zone. Going to be Dickinson on the draw. And now he's tossed off the draw, off the dot. It's going to be now Foligno against McDavid. McDavid wins the draw to the corner. Oilers turn it over, however. Dickinson swats it away, but puck taken back by Bouchard, clearing to center ice. Teravainen muscling it back into the Oilers zone, left wing side. To Dickinson left circle, leaving it there for Teravainen to Foligno, left wing corner. Working against Connor McDavid. Leaves the puck in the corner, takes it back, swings it behind the net, around to the right point. Louis Crevier flips it back in behind. Dickinson collides with an Oiler player, but maintains possession of the puck, leaving it there now for Foligno. But then Bouchard took it away for Edmonton. Passing the puck ahead. McDavid at center ice. The Hyman breaking into the Hawk zone right circle. Stops, drops it off. And Bouchard fires it over the net. At the left point, Ekholm. Send it down left wing corner. Nugent Hopkins winds the puck around up the far sideboards. Hall tried to clear. Vlasic now has the puck. Put it ahead. Taylor Hall center ice. In over the Oiler line, trying to hand it off down the right wing side. This is broken up by the Oilers. Nugent Hopkins sweeps it into the Hawk zone. Alec Martinez there to Patrick Maroon. Into the Oilers zone right point where he falls down, and now he's tying up the stick of Darnell Nurse. Oilers come up ice. Draisaitl of the Hawk net fires. Stick save made by Arvid Soderblom. Perry with the puck behind the Hawk net. Backing up to the corner. Send it back behind the net. Kapanen left wing corner. Kapanen working against the Hawks. Alec Martinez. Puck pops out. Perry left circle. Fires. He scores. So Corey Perry with a loose puck in the left wing circle. Nobody there to defend him. He came in pretty much uncontested on Arvid Soderblom and shot it past him under the glove. We're tied at 3.
Yeah, he ended up having 2 guys going to him, and Donato, he's going in support, but he thinks he's going to get the puck. He doesn't get the puck, and that leaves Corey Perry open in behind him. You know, again, talking about just keeping the Edmonton Oilers to the outside. Right there, you got caught on the outside, and Corey Perry takes advantage of that as he's on the inner side of things. And Seth Jones has got to respect the backdoor pass a little bit, but some frustration on the Hawks. Couldn't sort it out right there. And Corey Perry, 7th of the season. 3-3.
And a little bit of time left on that clock for period number 2. Henrique in the left wing corner Hawk zone. Flings the puck to the end boards. Crevier digs it out, pokes it back behind the net from the corner. Brody along the left side boards, trying to clear the puck out of the zone, as does Bertuzzi. Podkolzin then drags Bertuzzi off the fray. And then Bedard in to take the puck, and he'll carry to center ice. Bedard to the Oiler line, had the puck poke checked off his stick, back to center ice. Janmark racing into the Hawks zone left wing side, drops it to Henrique, top of the left wing circle. He'll carry back to the point, flip it over to the right point to Kulak, who slings it down behind the net into the near corner. This is off the stick of Nugent Hopkins. Bertuzzi clears it ahead at center ice to Mikheyev. He's into the Oilers zone and bats the puck down the right side boards and down behind the net. Runs into Kulak back there. But the puck slides over to Bouchard. Head to McDavid, breaking through center over the Hawk line. Tried to split the defense. Great play by Vlasic to not only push him off the puck, but put him into the end boards for good measure. Teravainen to the loose puck, Hawk line. Head to Jones at center ice. Flings it down the boards into the Oilers zone. Around it goes to the far corner to Dickinson, who's checked. But leaves the puck in the left wing circle. Vlasic to it. Spins it down behind the net. Dickinson there. Checked into the end boards by Ekholm, who then takes the puck, put it up the boards, not out. Jones fires from the right point. That goes over the Oiler net. We're under a minute to play here in period number 2 of a 3-3 game. Polino flings the puck from the left wing corner around along the right boards. This is Teravainen passing to the slot for Nazar. This rolls off his stick. And now Nugent Hopkins will clear the puck through the air into the Hawk zone. Vlasic takes a hit, moves the puck ahead to Nazar, who pokes it ahead for Doc into the Oiler end, but Nurse took the puck away instead, and he'll clear it down into the Hawk zone between the circles. Jones there to Nazar, right wing of center ice. Bats it down the boards into the Oiler zone. The goaltender Pickard came out to whack it away to the corner. Then Doc took the puck away, put it out to the left point. Martinez, Crevier right point, sends it down behind the net to the left wing corner, off of Colton Doc's stick. Arvidsson the other way for Edmonton to Draisaitl across the Hawk line. Stopping in the high slot, gave it to Perry. Now to the high slot, Stetcher. He'll fire, and it's blocked by Soderblom. Draisaitl left wing corner, put it behind the net. Corey Perry backing up to the right circle, will fire, and a save made by Soderblom. And then Arvidsson took a shot after the horn sounded into Arvid Soderblom's pads, and Louis Crevier took exception to it, and he knocked Victor Arvidsson down to the ice, and Arvidsson is slow to get up right now. Little message sent by Louis Crevier, who's now having a conversation with Darnell Nurse in behind the Hawk net. 3-3 after 2 periods here at the UC.
Yeah, well, if Arvidsson wants to take an extra whack at it, you got to expect it. Good job by big Louis Crevier to make sure that that didn't go unnoticed. I don't think there might be a penalty called on this play. We're going to have a little conversation here before they make a decision as the players exit the ice surface. Nick Foligno's staying on the ice as the referees all gather in front of the timekeeper's bench here to see what they want to do on this play. Corey Perry gets a late shot as the buzzer went on there, and the puck was loose, and Arvidsson took a whack at the puck. but it was after the buzzer and that drew the ire of Crevier. So it looks like they're going to even it up. 4-on-4.
Yeah.
As far as I can see, what the referees are signaling to the respective benches.
I mean, the shot that Arvidsson took, and he did strike the puck, by the way. The shot that he took was clearly after the horn had sounded. So you can see why the Hawks would take exception. I guess we're going to get the announcement here and find out. But good for Louis Crevier, as we said, sticking up for his teammates there. And maybe that's something that'll help the boys get fired up for the third period.
Oilers' best period. They played well. They outscored the Hawks 3-1 in that period. But you're heading into the third period. You're all tied up, not in a bad position there. But you got to tighten a few things up in your own end of the ice. They got a little bit scrambly, got a little bit out of position, and you want to make sure that when you're doing that, you want to keep the Oilers to the outside. That last goal by Corey Perry, you allowed him to get inside, and then you got to scramble around and try and make some decisions.
Looking downstairs, and we're going to join our guest. We're happy to be joined by Blackhawks defenseman Louis Crevier. And Louis, if your ears were burning, it's because we were talking about what you did there at the end of the period. I think every fan in this building liked what you did. And in a way, I guess that sends a message to the opposition that you just can't do that. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I don't know. It's I think everyone on the team would have done the same thing. It's just, I don't know. It's a hockey play, I know, but it was close. But I don't know. It's just something we got to do.
Louis, what was kind of the difference in the second period than the first period, as the Oilers had some good opportunities that they didn't see in the first?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're a really good team. I think their D was they were active on the play quite a bit, so we got to shut that down for next period.
If you look, McDavid, Draisaitl, sometimes together, sometimes not, how tough is it to defend against those two world-class players?
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're really good, but it's a challenge, and I mean that's what we want. We want to play against the best player in the world, so looking forward for a good third.
The one thing that I thought you guys did a great job in the first period was keeping the Oilers to the outside. In that second period, they seemed to find some seams and get on the inside. What's the importance heading into the third period of tightening that area up?
I think we got to keep our head on a swivel. I mean, they're really good to find some pass, so we got to look around and get our stick in the passing lane.
Well, Louis, go get some fluids. Merci for the interview, and bonne chance for the third period, my friend.
Merci beaucoup.
Thank you. Sweet. All right, Louis Crevier, our guest after two periods, 3-3 the score. And Charlie Romeliotis is standing by in Blackhawk Central. He's got a full intermission report for you good folks. It should be a little bit dicey. Hey, Charlie? He's doing his research right now, folks. He'll have some great stuff for you. And then third period action will follow along. We got a great one here at the United Center. Hawks and Oilers tied up at 3 after 40 minutes. Third period should be good, so stick around. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
From squeaky brakes to a check engine light, think of Bob Josh Chevrolet in Elburn for all your vehicle service needs. They service all makes and models. From routine maintenance to major repairs, their GM certified service department has you covered with a fair, family-friendly price. Call 630-448-4083 or book online at bobjoshchevrolet.com. Bob Josh Chevrolet, Route 47, Elburn, Illinois, next to Reams Meat Market.
When you're betting and find yourself constantly thinking about gambling and you're losing more money than you have, are you really winning? If you're spending too much time with the slots or you can't stop betting on sports and you find yourself feeling overwhelmed, maybe lying and probably losing more money than you can afford to lose, you're not alone and you can get help. It's available 24/7 and it's confidential. When your betting has gotten out of hand, call 1-800-GAMBLER or visit www.areyoureallywinning.com. Sponsored by the Illinois Department of Human Services.
The Mid-America Carpenters Regional Council represents 52,000 hardworking professional men and women across Illinois, Missouri, Kansas, and eastern Iowa who earn the construction industry's best wages and benefits. Their professionally trained and highly skilled members are the elite workforces behind the industrial, commercial, and residential projects you see in your state every day. They build lifelong careers that offer life-changing opportunities. Build your future now. Learn more today at carpentersunion.org. That's carpentersunion.org.
In the new year, you're probably thinking of or struggling to keep a resolution or two. Here's one that's easy to keep. Take better care of your teeth. In just one phone call or click, you can be on your way to a healthier, whiter smile at Main Street Smiles in Barrington. In a world where everyone's getting their picture taken, you'll probably be happy to say cheese and happy to eat sometimes challenging foods and just feel better about your oral health. And if you've got HSA or FSA dollars refreshing in the new year, make an appointment now, because for just $79, Dr. Amar Patani will give you, the new patient, a checkup, a teeth cleaning, a fluoride treatment, a treatment plan. Cheese indeed. And remember, too, he does it all. Implants, orthodontics, veneers, cosmetics, everything you need to build and maintain a beautiful, stress-free smile is just a click away. I'm John Williams. I don't live in Barrington, but I go there at least twice a year for the relaxing, excellent care I get at Main Street Smiles in Barrington. Click on mainstreet312.com now.
The professionals at Plumbers 911 Chicago are ready to answer your call. They'll get your plumbing job done right the first time. Their phones are open 24/7, 1-833-PLUM-911.
Intermission?
It's time for an intermission update.
Intermission already?
Powered by the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program. Here's Charlie Remeliotis.
It's time for the second period intermission powered by the ComEd Energy Efficiency Program. We got ourselves a hockey game here at the United Center. Blackhawks led 2-0 through one period, but we talked about the Oilers' push in the second. It is a 3-3 score through 40 minutes of hockey. So we got a fun third period upcoming here at the United Center. We have 14 other games on in the NHL today, so let's fly through some of these scores. Earlier today, the Boston Bruins knocked off the defending Stanley Cup champion Florida Panthers 4-3 in overtime, despite Florida outshooting Boston 43-18. We had the Seattle Kraken roll past the Buffalo Sabres 6-2. The Ottawa Senators shut out the Pittsburgh Penguins 5-0 earlier today. We have quite a few games currently on in the second intermission. The Canucks are up 2-0 on the Toronto Maple Leafs in Toronto. The Dallas Stars and Montreal Canadiens are tied 1-1. The New Jersey Devils are up 2-1 on the Tampa Bay Lightning. The Philadelphia Flyers are currently shutting out the Anaheim Ducks 3-0. The Columbus Blue Jackets are up 2-0 on the St. Louis Blues. And you have the Winnipeg Jets up 2-0. All of those games are currently in the second intermission. And then currently in the first, Nashville and Washington are squaring off the Predators and Capitals in Nashville. It's a 0-0 score so far. And then we have four later games tonight. The Islanders are in Utah to take on the Hockey Club. You have the LA Kings in Calgary squaring off with the Flames. The Vegas Golden Knights hosting the New York Rangers at 9 o'clock tonight. And the San Jose Sharks hosting the Minnesota Wild at 9 o'clock. Elsewhere in sports, got some NFL playoff action. The Baltimore Ravens are currently leading the Pittsburgh Steelers 7-0 in the second quarter. Earlier today, the Houston Texans knocked off the LA Chargers 32-12 to advance to the divisional round of the playoffs. And then over in college basketball, earlier today, USC upset number 13 ranked Illinois 82-72. St. Joseph's blew out Loyola 93-57. Bradley wins in a state battle over UIC 61-60, and Xavier beat DePaul 77-63. Meanwhile, here at the UC on Hockey Night in Canada in Chicago, parentheses, the Blackhawks and Oilers are tied 3-3. We'll take a quick break. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
This is Alex Vlasic, and you're listening to Blackhawks Radio on 720 WGN.
As the NHL regular season continues, there's no better time to put your game predictions to the test on FanDuel. Because right now, new customers who bet $5 get $200 in bonus bets guaranteed. With FanDuel, you can bet on everything from goal scorers, assists, points, saves, and so much more. Turn your next hockey hunch into a big win on FanDuel, America's #1 sportsbook and official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks. 21 or older, present in Illinois. First online real money wager only. $5 first deposit required. Bonus issued is non-withdrawable bonus bets which expire 7 days after receipt. Restrictions apply. See terms at sportsbook.fanduel.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus, copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch, Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
We are here with Scott Olson from Olson Windows. You install siding too?
Yes, when you start in a window business like us, siding and roofing naturally follow. Olson Windows is an LP Building Solutions master level preferred contractor. LP makes an amazing assortment of siding products that are engineered for sustainability and advanced durability. From lap, panel, shake, and vertical siding, plus all the trim, soffit, and fascia solutions. Visit olsonwindows.com today for all your siding, window, and roofing needs. We cover all the west and northwest suburbs. We are olsonwindows.com.
Hey, Blackhawks fans, Club Citgo saves you money on every fill-up, like 3 cents off every gallon every day. When you start with Club Citgo, you're good to go.
The Blackhawks, Wildcats, and the NFL play here on AM 720. On smart speakers, say play WGN Chicago.
We are back here at the United Center. Chicago and Edmonton going head-to-head here on Hockey Night in Canada. 3-3 score. So let's bring in Troy Murray down to help us break down the first 2 periods of hockey. Hawks held a 2-0 lead through 1 period. We were talking about it going into the second, that the Oilers are a very good second period team. Improved their goal differential now to plus 26 in the second periods this season. What'd you think of that 20 minutes?
The problem started on the first shift. You played a really good first period. Very few turnovers, good puck management. Your structure was good. Mikheyev turns the puck over. First rush up the ice. Transition comes back. 22 seconds into the second period, you've given the Edmonton Oilers life. Big difference to start that period. And that is just a mental mistake that you can't make. And those are the mental mistakes that Sorensen has been talking about. Self-inflicted wounds where he's just got to get that puck in deep. First shift of the second period, and that's a cardinal rule that you broke. Pucks out, pucks in. And then all of a sudden Edmonton had life. And they came at him, and they kept coming at him. And the Hawks had trouble defending and didn't spend much time in the offensive zone. Oilers started to get their legs and their confidence, their emotion back into their game because of that one mental mistake on the first shift of the second period. It just kind of snowballed.
But similar to the goal last night in Detroit where Kurashev fails to get the puck in deep, ends up in the back of the net, and that feels like the backbreaker in the hockey game.
It is. It changes the momentum of the game, and they've been taught to get pucks in deep since they've been 5 years old. So to not do that and to not recognize the danger of the first shift of the second period, where you know that the Edmonton Oilers were not happy with the way they played in the first period. Blackhawks had an excellent first period. You got a 2-0 lead. Your first shift has got to be, at worst, a 50-50 type of shift where maybe nothing happens. But that keeps Edmonton and their emotion out of the equation. To make that mistake is just, again, it snowballed into a lot of the problems. And maybe it would have happened anyways. You don't know that.
Sure.
But you can't give them that gift. You've got to make them earn it. And by turning that puck over, now all of a sudden you've got 3 forwards who think the puck is going to go in deep. Now you've got to turn around. Edmonton comes back and they're right within 1. Hawks got some separation again, but you did give the Edmonton Oilers that momentum push that they were looking for early in that period.
Not saying the Hawks are playing a perfect game by any stretch, but they kind of have Edmonton right where they want him as far as Edmonton's had 0 power plays in this game. So it's like if you're going to beat the Oilers, it's limiting their power play opportunities. They did give Crevier a cross-checking penalty and Arvidsson a slashing. So we're going to start with 4-on-4 hockey, but no power plays in this game favors Chicago. If you want to probably keep this 5-on-5, at least, not give Edmonton too many power plays.
Well, yeah, I'd like to see them spend, again, more time in the offensive zone to have that opportunity to draw some penalties or, have some speed through the neutral zone where you might get a hooking call against you. But they need to do the little things right in this third period. Listen, at the start of the game, you said, okay, we're tied with the Oilers heading into the third period. You probably take that. But the way that it kind of panned out there, you've given Edmonton a lot of motion, but this is an opportunity, and that's the good thing about hockey. After the first period, you get a reset. After the second period, you have a chance to reset here. You're in a good position. You're tied with the Oilers. You're being outshot 24-15, but that doesn't matter. What happens is what you do here in this third period. How do you respond to what happened in that second period? You gave the Red Wings their third goal on almost the exact same type of play, where Kurashev, crossing across the blue line, tries to make something more than what's there. If you have an opportunity to carry it in. By all means, that's what you want to do. You don't want to take that creativity away. But if you don't really have a play, you get it in behind the defenseman, get in on the forecheck, be aggressive on the forecheck. The Blackhawks' 2 goals in the first period were because of the forecheck and how aggressive they were able to put pressure on the Edmonton Oilers in their own end of the ice. So hopefully that changes here in the third period and they get back to that.
All right, we got a fun hockey game here at the UC. Third period is coming up next. You're listening to Blackhawks Hockey on 720 WGN.
I think our engagement in the community allows us to live our creed that we are here for all of Illinois. It really emphasizes that we are local. I'm Stephen Harris, and I am the president of Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois. It's very important that we're able to support our communities across the state, fostering a sense of trust. We have our Caravan program that provides health education and immunization support at events with our partners. We have our Blue Door neighborhood centers in which we provide free services to the community, health and wellness classes, financial literacy, and mentoring programs. Those things help improve the wellness of the community at large, because we do that not only for Blue Cross members, but we do that for people who don't have access to insurance. At the time where they're most vulnerable, we are their reliable partner.
Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Illinois, a division of Healthcare Service Corporation, a mutual legal reserve company.
As the official partner of the Chicago Blackhawks, Enterprise is ready to go the extra mile. They're dedicated to the most dedicated fans in the game. And with Enterprise on your team, you can move forward with confidence, knowing they've got your back. They're always available with mobility solutions, whether you need a rental replacement, truck, or even tailored business strategies. At Enterprise, your goal is their goal, and they're ready with the assist.
Ready for a win? Well, it's your year. At Potawatomi Casino Hotel Milwaukee, you can win over $2,000 in free play every month all year long. Just play your favorite games and you might take the stage in the It's Your Year game show. 25 winners each Thursday. There's $300,000 in cash and prizes up for grabs this January. Yeah, we think it's your year. More info at paysbig.com. Must be 21 years old to play.
Hi, it's Zuman Ferdini. Preparation is the key to winning. To beat Chicago's weather extremes, choose the best fiberglass or vinyl windows and patio doors from the Gilkey Window Company. Go to Gilkey.com.
The third period is next.
The third period.
Here for a recap is Charlie Remeliotis.
Back here at the United Center, Blackhawks scored another goal in that second period. It was Ryan Donato's 13th of the season, his second straight game with a goal. For every Blackhawks goal this season, Marquette Bank is donating $80 to a local charity to celebrate 80 years of neighborhood banking and giving back to the community. We're now headed into the third period. Let's finish the game strong. Sponsored by Finishing Chicago. All great finishes start with hiring qualified contractors from finishingchicago.com. We got some 4-on-4 hockey, John, and McDavid and Draisaitl are on the ice together. So
it should be dicey. Here we go. Face off at center ice. And now Draisaitl's been tossed off the dot. That's going to be McDavid stepping in to take the draw against Dickinson. McDavidson's sweater was retired last night in Erie in the Ontario Hockey League. A nice ceremony for him. So 4-on-4 underway for the next 2 minutes, barring another penalty call. Here's Ekholm to a pass at center ice and across the Hawk line to McDavid, right point. Fed it down the slot for Draisaitl. That passes into the skates of Jones. And the puck taken by Jason Dickinson behind the net. He'll leave it in the near corner for Vlasic. He'll retreat behind the net, then banks a pass up the right side. Dickinson, center ice, crossing the Oiler line down the left wing side. Dickinson down behind the net. He carries it all the way to the right wing corner and then lost the puck in his skates. Ekholm to it for Edmonton. 1:20 on the coincidental minor penalties. Head to McDavid over the Hawk line. High slot. Put it in front. Bouchard pounds it on goal. And a nice save made by Soderblom as he squeezes the pads together. Seth Jones to the puck. Put it behind the net. Near corner to Vlasic. Passing up ice for Connor Bedard. It's off his stick. Get a delayed offside situation at the Hawk line. Teravainen carries the puck to center. Across the Oiler line. Stopping at the left point. He'll spin it down to Bedard in the left wing corner. He's pasted into the corner boards by Darnell Nurse. Teravainen in to help out, but now Nugent Hopkins escapes with the puck. Leads a 3-on-2 rush into the Hawk zone. Gave it a Hyman right circle. He turns into Nolan Allen, and they both fall down. Nurse grabs the puck left wing circle and fires it across. This hits the stick of Nolan Allen and deflects up into the netting. 38 seconds left on the coincidental minor penalties. 18:38 left in the third. Tied at 3.
You'd like to see Connor Bedard get a little bit more involved in this game. No shots so far, and a -2. He's the go-to guy. I mean, you need a little bit more here. You're seeing some good play by the top guys for the Edmonton Oilers. You see Connor Bedard join that equation.
Foligno's got the puck behind the Hawk net, passing out now to Nazar. He'll take the puck to center ice and over the Oiler line. Tried to hand it off to Martinez. Ends up in the right wing corner. Nazar battling there with Kulak. Puck spun around now. And out to center ice by Nurse. Ahead to Hyman. Sends it off the inboards. Hawk zone. This is taken back by the Hawks. Nolan Allen in the near corner. Waves it behind the Hawk net. Foligno will charge out to center ice. Penalty times elapsing. Foligno over the Oiler line. Long wrist shot. Chest save made. Follow-up shot by Foligno with a backhand. Topples over the net. Teams are back to full strength. Here's Ty Emberson, who played for Tony Granato up at Wisconsin a couple of years back. Firing it down the glass into the Hawk zone. Around the net it goes to Podkolzin along the left boards. Sent it in front of the Hawk net. Deflected out of there by Henrique. And then Bedard will spin it in behind. Around up the far side with a pass. Brody ahead to Bertuzzi. It's off his stick to the Oiler blue line. Matthias Janmark's got it back through center. Over the Hawk line down the right wing. Runs out of room behind the net as he's pushed off the puck by Vlasic. Podkolzin to the loose puck behind the Hawk net. He turned it over to Vlasic with a shanked pass. Vlasic fires the puck over the center ice circle. It's off of Bertuzzi's stick. Oilers come back into the Hawk zone, led by Draisaitl. To Vasily Podkolzin, left wing corner. Spun it back to the line. Here's Kulak from the right point, whipping it down the boards behind the Hawk net. And Draisaitl from the left wing corner sent it back to the left point. Nice keep in there by Arvidsson, who slings the puck across off the near corner boards. Vlasic will clear the puck out to center ice. Oilers get it back. Brett Kulak with it, Oiler blue line. Passing to Draisaitl, short of the Hawk line on the right wing. Tried to jam a pass through. This deflects back to the Oiler blue line to Darnell Nurse. To Kulak between the circles, Edmonton zone. Passing it ahead, Nurse over the Hawk line to Draisaitl, right point. Moving down with the puck toward the corner, protecting it. And he looked like he knocked Teravainen's stick out of his hands, or Teravainen just lost his stick. Either way, the Hawks are able to clear their end as Foligno flings the puck down to the left wing corner Oilers zone and then runs into Kulak for good measure. Perry with a stretch pass. Hyman over the Hawk line left wing, turns in the slot and fires. Stick save made by Soderblom. Martinez along the near boards Hawk zone. Pokes the puck behind the Hawk net. The puck hit a discarded stick as Seth Jones tried to play it. But then Donato took it back to Jones. Passing it up the far boards. Kept in by the Oilers. Ekholm. Down to Nugent Hopkins in the left circle. Works it behind the net up the near side. Martinez will give the puck a ride all the way down, and icing's going to be called here to the Hawks. 3-3 with 15:48 left in period number 3.
The Hawks just having some trouble getting the puck out of their own end of the ice. Edmonton's defense pinching down whenever they can, keeping some plays alive here. And the one thing the Blackhawks need to do is they need to get this puck off the bottom dasher board and get it in a position where you can turn around and make a direct pass rather than keep just moving it around the outside of the boards.
They'll draw to the right of Soderblom. The Hawks get control. Seth Jones will whip it behind the net up the left wing side for Taylor Hall. Lost the puck. Draisaitl took it away. And from the top of the left circle, tried to weave a pass through the slot, picked off by the Hawks. Hall back into the Oilers zone down the right wing side. Lost the handle on the puck. Ekholm in the near corner. Is able to scrape it away and give the puck between the circles now to Bouchard. With a pass up the right side. Draisaitl into the Hawk zone, stopping at the point. Tried to go point to point with a pass picked off by Hall. Back into the Oilers zone down the right wing. He tried to work the puck through the legs of Ekholm, but could not. Puck cleared to center ice by Ekholm. Vlasic gave it a haul, and he fires it off the linesman standing at the Oiler blue line, and this will roll down beside the Edmonton net. Matthias Ekholm there, ex of the Nashville Predators, passing to center ice for Kapanen. Clears it back to Ekholm, Oiler blue line, and he'll spin it on the left wing side down behind the Hawk net. Nolan Allen playing the puck in behind. Tried to leave it there for Brody and did. Brody gave it back to Allen. Passing up the middle of the ice to Doc. Hands it off. Nazar coming by over the Oiler blue line. The play is whistled on and offside. 14:41 remains in the third, and we're tied at 3.
Hawks are struggling with some of their execution there. They finally got a direct pass, and Colton Doc really couldn't handle this puck, and it bled off his stick, forced the Blackhawks to kind of scramble around, put themselves offside, so face-off will be in the neutral zone. It's Derek Ryan up against Connor Bedard. It'll be the Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric face-off for all the right reasons. Call 866 Four Seasons.
Allen dumping the puck off the right side boards deep into the Oilers zone. Pickard moves it to the far side of the rink. Kapanen got it there. Head to Darnell Nurse. Left wing to center ice. Head to Connor Brown over the Hawk line on the left wing. Shouldered off the puck by Brody. Puck rolls free behind the net to the near corner. Kapanen in to get it. Leaving it for Derek Ryan. Ryan along the right side boards will in turn leave it to Brown. To Kapanen back in the net. Carrying it around along the left boards to the point. He'll turn and whip it back down behind the net. Connor Brown there. Oh, he is tripped by Nolan Allen. Penalty coming up here to the Hawks. And the Oilers get their goaltender Pickard on the bench. Here's Stetcher, high slot to Nurse, top of the right wing circle. Carries in the high slot, leaves it there to Stetcher. Stetcher, right wing circle, then in behind the Hawk net. Had the puck stripped away by Connor Bedard, and the whistle will blow. We'll have an Oiler power play when we return with 13:42 left in the third. Tied at 3. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
After the end of a good fight, you deserve an ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, the bigger the fight, the better the reward. You put in the hours, the energy, the tough labor. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
When I got sick, I spent years looking for answers. But it only took one conversation with my team at Northwestern Medicine to correct my misdiagnosis. I am Daniel, and I have Parkinson's disease. No other hospital has spoken to me in Spanish before. So, when my new care team did, they didn't just change the conversation, they changed my life.
The Northwestern Medicine Parkinson's Disease and Movement Disorders Center offers specialized, culturally sensitive care. Their Spanish-speaking team was the first to provide Daniel and other Spanish speakers like him with answers and innovative treatment in the language he preferred.
When Parkinson's changed my life, so did my Spanish-speaking care team.
At Northwestern Medicine, personalized care means recognizing cultural differences. Because what makes us better makes you better. Learn more at nm.org/Parkinson.
Hey, this is Chris Chelios. Let's get back to Hawks hockey. Here's the boys.
Nolan Allen in the box, 2 minutes for tripping. So the first man advantage of the game goes to the Edmonton Oilers, who bring in their 8th-ranked power play into action. They got power play goals in 6 of the last 8 games. You're playing with fire when you give the Edmonton Oilers an opportunity on the man advantage. They can come at you in so many different ways. Draisaitl, McDavid, Hyman, he'll establish the front of the net. Draisaitl, usually down the right wing boards, one of the better one-timers in the game. This is a huge kill for the Hawks.
And they started off right. Dickinson wins the draw over to the right wing boards to Seth Jones, and he'll whip the puck all the way down the ice. Evan Bouchard pulls up the side of the Oiler net with the puck. Passes up the right wing side. Draisaitl into the Hawk zone. Carries through the high slot, drops it at the line. Bouchard sends it to the right point to McDavid. Evan Bouchard standing at the blue line near the deep slot. Moves it over to Nugent Hopkins, top of the left circle. Back to Bouchard. To David. McDavid cutting through the high slot. Now to Bouchard, high slot. Over to Draisaitl, right wing circle. Draisaitl holding the puck. Put it down beside the net. Nugent Hopkins. Back to Draisaitl. To the high slot now. Deep slot now. Bouchard. McDavid left circle. Rolling in. Sent it across. Dickinson got a stick in the passing lane. Knocking it away. Oilers reset. Bouchard standing at the blue line. Deep slot. To Draisaitl. Top of the right wing circle. Fires. Stopped in front. Rebound. Hyman shoots and scores. At the top of the crease, just like Troy was talking about, Hyman found a rebound and scoops it in behind Soderblom. It's a power play goal, and the Oilers lead for the first time in the game, 4-3.
Draisaitl looked up, saw that Hyman was in front of the net. Looked like he was going to make a different play, but he just kind of walked himself in and got the shot in. Seth Jones was tied up with Hyman, but Hyman finds the loose puck in behind Jones's feet. He's able to bat that one in, his 14th of the season, his 5th. On the power play, you mentioned it, 54 goals last year. I think the coaching staff taking a little peek at this to see if maybe there was some kind of goaltender interference.
It's possible.
Not going to challenge it, though, and they'll drop the puck. Hawks down for the first time in this game, 4-3, staying out of the box.
Yeah.
Imperative.
Kind of important. Now Teravainen pokes a Vlasic pass off the left sideboards in behind the Oiler net. Stetcher leaves it in the near corner. And it's scooped up the boards by Henrique. Head to center ice, taken back by the Hawks. Crevier pounding the puck down the right sideboards into the Oiler zone. Puck circles the net to the near corner. Stetcher put it back in behind the net to Henrique. Moves it over along the left sideboards to Podkolzin, and he'll fling it across the rink and down to the near corner Hawk zone. Alex Vlasic back to get the puck, put it over to Crevier along the right side boards. He'll airmail it through center ice and down, and this is going to be icing against the Hawks.
Connor Bedard toe-picked at the blue line there, and that caused the icing call. Looked like he was going to have an opportunity to play that puck, but face-off will come back to the Blackhawks end of the ice. It'll be to the left-hand side of Soderblom. It was stopped 24 of the 28 shots. Blackhawks only 16 shots. Well, they have 15 in the game yesterday.
Yeah, they're struggling to tally those. Outshot 28-15 in Detroit. Face off to Soderblom's left. Hawks control. Crevier will pound it behind the net up the far side, but not out. Held in by Emberson. And then the puck turned over to Connor Bedard. He'll carry to center ice and then chased back in the Hawk zone by Kapanen. Slings the puck over to Crevier with a quick pass up the right wing at center ice to Teravainen, who deflects the puck in behind the Oiler net. And Emberson moves it around to center ice. Here's Kulak on the fly over the Hawk line, down the left wing. Puck checked away by Brody, right to Maroon. He misses on an outlet pass there for Hall. Puck deflects down into the Oiler zone, right to Troy Stetcher. To Kapanen over the center ice circle. You got it ahead now to Brown. Hawk line on the right wing. He'll stick it down behind the net. And look out, Hall turned it over there. Draisaitl grabs the puck along the inboards and tried to jam it into short side. The puck rolls wide. Hall back into the Oilers zone. Cuts across the slot. Fires, and that's into the glove of Pickard. He'll hold on to it there as big Patrick Maroon skated behind Calvin Pickard.
Yeah, Pickard was looking at Patty Maroon there. And kind of surprised that Maroon was behind him in that play. Taylor Hall with a dangerous play. I mean, you just can't make that play. It's a bank pass behind his own net. Right to the Edmonton Oilers. Taylor Hall drives to the middle of the ice there, and Maroon gets in behind Pickard, and Pickard just gives him a stare like, what are you doing back in behind me? You're not supposed to be there.
Either that or, Rig, I've told you a million times, don't do that, right? They were teammates at one time, right? Here's Arvidsson. Checked by Nazar, but moves the puck ahead on the right wing into the Hawk zone. Down the right wing on the fly is Draisaitl. Backhands a shot over the net. Now Perry to a loose puck behind the Hawk net. Checked by Jones, but tried to give it to Arvidsson, who tried to wrap around. Turned out of there. Nurse at the right point. Draisaitl high slot. Fires. Blocked away to the left wing board. Stetcher shot it in front of the Hawk net. Banks out to Arvidsson right point. Spins it behind the Hawk net. Perry moves it around to the left point. And Stetcher got it to Draisaitl high slot. Put it down, bottom of the left wing circle. Corey Perry. To the line, Darnell Nurse, left point. Nurse with some room in the high slot will fire, and a butterfly save made by Arvid Soderblom. And Seth Jones pulls out the 6-iron, lifts the puck down ice into the Oilers zone, enabling a Hawk line change.
Well, right there, Draisaitl is standing right out in the middle of the ice near the blue line there. You had Frank Nazar and Lucas Reichel trying to poke at the puck there, and Draisaitl is just so good at defending the puck here as the Oilers will ice one. But there's nothing wrong with running through the player.
Right.
I mean, you both do flybys trying to poke the puck away, hoping something good happens, rather than eliminating the man by just running into him. And Draisaitl just made them both look foolish there, tucking it into his skates, protecting it, and then creating an offensive opportunity. Run him over.
I like that thinking. Off the draw, Hawks control. Crevier from the right point will fire a wrist shot that deflects against the end boards. McDavid's got the puck, and he'll skate it to center up the left wing side. The Nugent Hopkins at the Hawk blue line. He chops the puck into the Hawk zone. Crevier clears a bouncing puck to center ice. McDavid took it right back into the Hawk zone. Dropping it along the right side boards to Bouchard. He'll spin it down behind the net into the far corner. Nugent Hopkins there to McDavid back of the net. Carries around bottom of the right circle. Fed it in front. Great play by Crevier to stop that with his skates. Kick it to his stick. Clear it ahead to Teravainen, and he'll push the puck out to center ice off of Ekholm's stick. McDavid back into the Hawk zone with it. Top of the right wing circle. McDavid to the right wing corner now. Carrying behind the net, being chased by Nick Foligno, who causes a turnover. Teravainen put the puck to the end boards. Crevier got it there, and he'll work it around at the left wing side. Dickinson to the puck along the half boards. Can't clear the zone. McDavid, top of the right circle, punches it down to the right wing corner. Hyman leaves the puck behind the Hawk net. Connor McDavid there. Here's McDavid setting up shop, a la Wayne Gretzky. Put it out to the right point. Bouchard. He sends it back over to the left wing corner. Louis Crevier there will send a knuckleball type of pass up the right wing to center ice. Taken back by the Oilers' Podkolzin, who jumps over a check from Dickinson, falls into the Hawk zone. Bouchard handling the puck at the left point will whip it down behind the net.
Hawks need a line change in a big way here.
Now Dickinson will clear it ahead. Bertuzzi skating the puck to center ice. Nudging it off the left wing boards into the Oilers zone for Mikheyev. And he had it knocked off his stick there by Kulak. Oilers back the other way. Janmark into the Hawk zone along the right boards. Was wrestled off the puck. Allen will poke the puck behind the Hawk net to the right wing boards to Brody. He'll advance it ahead up the right side to center ice. Mikheyev dumping the puck down behind the Oiler net. And Emberson will send it around the right side. And then Connor Bedard adeptly is able to lift the stick of Matthias Janmark at the Hawk blue line to take the puck away. Send it back in the Hawk zone to Brody. His outlet pass picked off by Emberson into the Hawk zone. Moving in, he'll fire. And that's stopped by Arvid Soderblom. And the follow-up shot is gloved by Soderblom. We get a whistle stopping play. We have 7:31 left in the third, 4-3 Edmonton. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
This is Connor Bedard, and you're listening to Blackhawks Radio on 720 WGN.
Property managers and GCs use FinishingChicago.com's contractors for finishes and protective coatings in the most iconic venues, interior spaces, and essential infrastructure. Our painters apply industry-leading commercial and industrial finishes inside and out, so your biggest assets always put their best square footage forward. FinishingChicago.com has your free list of painting, wall covering, glass systems, drywall finishing, and signage contractors. For a great finish, start with FinishingChicago.com.
Hi, this is Dave Musial, owner of Four Seasons Heating, Air Conditioning, Plumbing, and Electric. Do you have a plumbing emergency? Call Four Seasons. An electrical emergency? Call Four Seasons. A heating or cooling emergency? Call Four Seasons. Same-day hot water tank installation needed? Call Four Seasons. Need a whole home generator? Call Four Seasons. We guarantee same-day installation on all heating, cooling, plumbing, and electrical needs. And no extra charge for nights, weekends, or holidays.
For all the right reasons, call 866-4 Seasons.
When your team's best players have all been traded and the latest pick is overrated, just raise a glass with a friend or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. May your team be great and your picks be true, and if it falls apart, you'll know what to do. Just raise a glass with a fan or two and tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. It's a crazy world, so what do? You tell them more, tell them more, tell them more do. Tullamore Jew Irish Whiskey, 40% alcohol, William Grant & Sons, Inc., New York.
Got an old car taking up space? Call 847-608-4700. Global Auto Recyclers will haul it away and pay you cash in a flash.
Who's Hot is Cold, sponsored by Plumbers 911 Chicago, where they do it right the first time. Vegas continues to just kind of truck along here. 8 wins in their last 10 games. They're hot. San Jose, Seattle coming into action. Only 2 wins each in their last 10. Who's Hot, Who's Cold, sponsored by Plumbers 911 Chicago.
Face-off circle to the left of Arvid Soderblom. You heard a little Baba O'Reilly in the background there by the Who. Off the draw, the Oilers control. Nurse firing for the left point. That's over the Hawk net. Taylor Hall along the left side boards. Hawk zone, handing the puck at center ice. Donato to Jones over the Oiler blue line. We get a whistle as Jones is checked. And offside the call. And now you got Darnell Nurse and Patrick Maroon tugging at one another's sweater. And behind the Oiler net, the linesman circling in to make them cease and desist. A couple of former teammates. Let's see what we get here. Hawks have not had a power play in over 5 periods.
Yeah, Nurse just finished his check on Seth Jones a little bit late there, and really kind of skates into Darnell Nurse, just letting them know that he's there. Face off in the neutral zone. Nazar's line is out there in the ice. Bedard out there as well.
Nazar 4 for 3 on draws, and he wins this one back to Crevier in front of the benches, and without hesitation, he drives the puck right in on Pickard, who turned it wide with the stick. Ekholm lifts the puck down ice into the Hawk zone. And Vlasic to the puck behind the net. Head to Nazar. Passing up the right side, Bedard. Over to Vlasic, left wing over the Oiler blue line. He tried to launch a shot, and he did. Bouchard deflects that one up into the protective netting. Anders Sorensen is the Blackhawks head coach, and he's got the home ice advantage. He'll have the last change here. And tonight's home ice advantage is sponsored by Midwestern University's multi-specialty clinic in Downers Grove, your family's home for healthcare. Visit MWUclinics.com. This next face-off is in the circle to the right of Pickard. Colton Dawkins to try his hand there. Draw one by the Oilers instead, and Bouchard will play it off the boards to the Hawk blue line. McDavid's got it over the line, caught by Nazar and thrown off stride and tumbles into the inboards. He didn't like that little maneuver there. But they play on. Bedard back through center over the Oiler line. Drops it to Nazar, high slot. He fires. And Nugent Hopkins got a stick in there to deflect it wide. Ekholm will clear down to the Hawk blue line. Martinez there with a pass up ice to Doc over the center ice circle. He deflects the puck down to the right wing corner in the Oiler zone. Ty Emberson there to get the puck. Here's Emberson behind the Oiler net. 6:15 left on the clock for the third. 4-3 Oilers. Emberson with a back pass up the left wing for Henrique in front of the benches is off his stick, but the Oilers get it back. Janmark into the Hawk zone, left wing side. To Henrique, to Podkolzin in front, and then the bouncing puck rolls into the glove of Arvid Soderblom in the Hawk crease. We get a whistle now, 6:03 left in the third. No change in the score. Face-off stays in the Hawk zone.
January 11th was a good night for Bobby Hull in 1964. He scored a hat trick in a 6-3 win over Detroit at the stadium, and 3 years later on the same date, he added another hat trick in a 6-1 romp over the Red Wings at the stadium. Bobby registered 24 hat tricks in his Blackhawks career. This day in Blackhawks history is sponsored by Global Auto Recycling. Get cash for your car or truck today with Global Auto Recycling.
Could you imagine how hard he could fire the puck with a composite stick? Scary to think about. Put Al McGinnis on that list, obviously, right?
There's quite a few guys that could hammer that puck.
Arvidsson now to Perry behind the Hawk net, tried to shovel it over. And a shot from the left wing boards off of Kulak's stick ends up in the glove of Soderblom, and he'll hold it for the whistle. All right, 5:41 left in the third. Hawks trail by a goal at 4-3. Can they tie this thing up and send it to overtime? Stick around and find out. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
At Hyundai, we make a big deal about the little things, like the little fact that 9 Hyundai vehicles have earned IIHS top safety picks this year, and offering a little thing called America's Best Warranty, because delivering safety and quality, pretty big deal. Visit your nearest Hyundai dealer today. Hyundai, there's joy in every journey.
Lease the Tucson for $249 a month or get $1,250 bonus cash. See your local Chicago and Northwest Indiana Hyundai dealer today. Offers end February 3rd. Call 224-661-0068 for details.
Whether it's pro or college, the app to bet football is Circa Sports Illinois. Circa Sports is sports betting the way it should be. Circa Sports Illinois has high betting limits, low holds, and exceptional customer service. Bet on all your favorite teams in every game this season. Spreads, props, futures, or in-game, Circa Sports has it. Fund and bet like a pro from anywhere, anytime in Illinois. Download your new bookie today at circasports.com.
Sometimes the thought of being in your warm and cozy home is what gets you through the day. But what happens when you get home and there is no heat? Who do you call for fast, reliable service? 24 hours a day and 7 days a week, you can consider it done when you trust the experts at ABC Plumbing, Sewer, Heating, Cooling, and Electric. Book your appointment today at 4abc.com and consider it done.
Visit the number 4abc.com today.
Hey Hawks fans, this is Taylor Hall. Let's get back to John and Troy on 720 WGN.
Well, after that TV timeout, the Blackhawks get the matchup they're looking for. McDavid on the ice, Dickinson on the ice. Blackhawks line change is sponsored by Gilkey Windows, the best line of fiberglass windows and doors. Hawks down by 1. 5:41 to go here in period 3.
Bouchard firing for the right point. Punched out with a blocker saved by Soderblom. No follow-up shot. Here's Alec Martinez into the Oilers zone left wing side. Back after a 15-game absence with a kind of a scary injury. Put the puck down behind the Oiler net to the far corner. Ekholm will clear it back in behind near corner. And Bouchard will kick the puck behind the net over to Ekholm. And from the left wing boards in the Oilers zone, flips it through the air down into the Hawk, and it looked like it was knocked out of the air by a high stick from Hyman, but the linesman didn't blow it dead. They continue to play. Nick Foligno at center ice on the right wing. Turning and backhanding the puck down behind the Oiler net. Picard stopping it back there. And he'll give the puck to Bouchard. 4:55 left on the clock for period number 3. The Oilers with a 4-3 lead. Evan Bouchard stepping out between the circles, Oilers zone. Whips a pass ahead, Kapanen over the center ice circle, redirects it down to the end boards Hawk zone. Seth Jones very deftly moves it ahead to Vlasic, then ahead now to Mikheyev. To Bedard at center ice. He'll wing it down the boards behind the Oiler net. Pickard plays it around, not out. Jones at the right point, down to Bedard along the right half boards. To Jones, right corner, in front Bertuzzi, turns and fires. That hit a stick. And the other way, Draisaitl overskates the puck just inside the Oiler line, but clears to center ice. And this slides to the Hawk blue line. Vlasic will poke it down into the Hawk zone to Jones along the right sideboards. Head to Bedard. He was headed to the Hawk bench on a change. He bats the puck along the near boards Hawk end of Vlasic, who sends it over to Jones. To Donato, center ice. Oiler line to Hall over the line down the left wing. Firing a shot, blocked by Emberson. Hall got it back in behind, around to the right circle. Fed it now left circle. Martinez to the slot. Hall fires, and that deflects wide along with the stick of Janmark. Loose puck in the near corner Oilers zone. And Maroon bats it behind the net. Kulak plays it up the far boards. Here's Podkolzin to poke check the puck down ice into the Hawk end. Ryan Donato back to get it. The Oilers with quick line changes here, as you might consider. Martinez passing it ahead to Taylor Hall. Oiler line off the back of his stick. Hall got it back into the Oiler zone down the right wing to the corner. The former Oiler trying to keep the puck alive in the corner. Another former Oiler, Patrick Maroon, gives a bear hug to his former teammate Ryan Nugent-Hopkins and put him into the right wing corner boards. And then the two fall down like a couple of bowling pins. Puck underneath them. Puck still alive over there. You can hear the fans pounding on the glass, and now the puck is shoved out to the left circle. Vlasic's got it. Moving down behind the net. Vlasic with the puck to the right wing corner. Squeezed into the boards by Hyman. McDavid pokes it behind the net. But a nice play on the near side by Nazar. To the line, Brody drives it off the end boards. Puck bounces beside the net. Nazar strips it away from Emberson, who took it right back. And Emberson moves it along the near boards. McDavid will grab the puck and race in behind the Oiler net. Passing up the middle of the ice to Nugent-Hopkins over the center ice circle. He kicks the puck to his stick and dumps it into the right corner Hawk zone. Vlasic takes a check and the puck. Moves it over to Brody on the right boards to Vlasic between the circles. Passing ahead now to Foligno at the Oiler line. He'll turn and send it off the end boards. There goes Soderblom to the Hawks bench. 6 attackers and an empty net for the Hawks. Now the puck turned over in the high slot. Teravainen pokes it toward the net. It goes wide, and the puck is fired down ice by Arvidsson. And icing's going to be called here to the Oilers with 2:01 left on the clock and a 4-3 Oiler lead.
Well, Sorensen's got his timeout available to him. Does he want to call it now? Not going to call it now, but here are the Hawks. You want to throw everything at the net. You got 2 minutes, 1 second on the clock. Foligno's going to dig into this draw against Leon Draisaitl. Oilers not able to get the line change, but the Hawks with an empty net again.
Oilers get the draw. Bouchard from the corner lifts one down and into the far corner Hawk zone. Teravainen back to get the puck. 1:50 on the clock. Teravainen carrying up ice to center ice. Head to Foligno, Oiler line. He redirects it down behind the net. Ekholm will drive it around the boards and glass and out to center ice. Seth Jones in front of the Hawks bench is chased into the Hawks zone by Connor Brown. And Jones will carry down behind the Hawk net. 1:30 on the clock. Jones carries out between the circles and hands the puck ahead. Teravainen at center ice. Sends it down the glass in behind the Oiler net into the far corner. Ekholm spins it in behind to Bouchard. A little handoff, Draisaitl to center ice. Head for Janmark Hawk line. Stripped to the puck by Jones. Quick pass ahead, Bertuzzi. Oiler line right wing. Sends it down to the right wing corner. Bouchard sends the puck behind the net up the near side. Held in by Teravainen. Then to Bedard. And then puck taken away by Janmark, who sent it down ice into the Hawk zone. Here's Seth Jones to get to the puck. He shoulders Janmark off of it in the corner. And the Hawks get possession. We're under a minute to play in the third. 4-3 in favor of the Oilers. And now a high sticking call is going to be made here to Zach Hyman. Adam Henrique will get the gate, and the Hawks are going to get a Sitco power play and a chance to tie.
And the number 19, minor penalty, high stick.
So Sorensen now is going to call a timeout here, settle things down, get all his top guys rested. He'll get the line change that he's looking for here. His Blackhawks line change, sponsored by Gilkey Windows, the best line of fiberglass windows and doors. It is the first Sitco power play that we've seen in a couple games, and only 53 seconds on the clock. So not a lot of time to work with it. When you start with Sitco, you're good to go. Crucial that the Blackhawks know what they're doing here. If they win the draw, if they lose the draw as well, you don't want the Edmonton Oilers to get full possession right off the bat. Hawks a little bit ahead in the face-off percentage in this game, but relatively close, 53% for the Hawks. So we'll see what happens here. Oilers penalty kill. In the bottom third, the Blackhawks power play. No power plays. The last 2 times, only 2 power plays. The last 3 games, almost 2 in a row with no power play chances. And they'll get one kick at the can here. Still a good crowd here at the United Center. Not many people have left. This one is close. One shot is all it could take here to tie this one up. Face-off will be to the right-hand side of Calvin Pickard. Foligno, the left-hander, is going to step in and take this draw up against Nugent Hopkins.
Now here we go. Foligno's going to bear down on this draw, no doubt. Try and whip it back to Jones. The drop of the puck. Taken by the Hawks in the slot. Bedard fires. It's over the glass. Or over the net and off the glass. Teravainen left circle. Put it in front. Foligno winds it on goal. Pad save made. Puck held in at the left point by Jones. 39 seconds on the clock. To Teravainen to Bedard. Top of the right wing circle. Carries down toward the corner. Sets up Jones. High slot with 30. He'll fire. Save is made. Loose puck in a scramble. And Pickard lays on top of it to the right of the crease and holds it. Whistle stop play. And the boys gather a bit in behind the Oiler net. No damage done. 28 seconds left in OT.
Well, they didn't win the draw cleanly, but the Hawks did a nice job, and that's exactly what you needed to do. You have to have your wingers help into this situation, and you get a 50-50 battle going. You got to win this one. So now you face off, same position. Derek Ryan comes in to take this draw against Foligno.
Ryan pretty good on defensive zone draws. The drop of the puck, the Hawks get it. Teravainen tripped along the near boards. That could have been a penalty, none given. Back to Jones at the left point. 20 seconds on the clock to Teravainen along the left board. So the high slot, Bedard to the right circle. Donato pops it on goal, and it hit the side of the net. Foligno sticks it around. Teravainen left wing corner with 10. To the slot, Donato fires. Stick save made. Loose puck. Oh, and Pickard flops on it and hold it. They get a whistle stopping play. Some pushing and shoving ensues. But Pickard's got the puck in his glove as he plopped on it at the top of the Oiler crease. 5 seconds left in regulation.
And just a lot of hacking and whacking with that puck in the blue paint. And Pickard does a nice job of finding it through all the sticks and skates. Able to get his glove on there. Good battle going between Ekholm and Foligno. Foligno's going to probably have to win this draw cleanly. Bedard sets up right behind him.
Brandon Otto lines up to Foligno's left. Face-off circle to the right of Pickard. 5.6 on the clock. Foligno wins it cleanly. Bedard at the left point had it roll off his stick to center ice. Hawks have to regroup. Jones won't even get a shot away as the time winds off the clock. And the Edmonton Oilers hold on for a 4-3 victory over the Hawks here at the United Center. Final shots on goal. The Oilers had 34. The Hawks had 21. And with the loss, the Blackhawks record now 14-27-2. While with the win, the Oilers are now 26-13-3. These two teams will get together again a little bit later, actually February the 5th. We'll see this Oiler team once again. Oilers win tonight 4-3. We'll be back to tell you about it right after this break. This is Blackhawks hockey on 720 WGN.
Hey, it's Chris.